Damn. Hello, good evening and welcome. I've fallen for it yet again. Never mind. Right, we got quite a few people in there. Good evening to everybody. Let's quick run down. Micro Raptor, the Snark. I've seen you around quite a bit lately, sir. And Surf, my 100th subscriber. And I won't forget it, Surf. And who else we got? Grrrs. First time I've seen you, sir. Henk Doim. I do apologise, Henk, if I've said that wrongly. And Mark, who did the thumbs down? I tell you what, I launch a live stream and within a minute it gets a thumb down each and every time. I've got a feeling it's Mrs. Sensible. There we go. Mohammed Shafiq, hello to you. Yeah, Mark, £1 says Mr. S forgets to unmute. Well, Mark, I don't know who you're betting with, but they owe you £1, don't they? And I'll have a 10% cut of that, please. Thank you very much. Basic Trigonometry, hello to you. Straight out of Radical. Ugh, isn't that messy? I don't know. Who else? Edwulf Sledgeferter, good evening to you. Clive Wells and Crafty Keeler. Keeler, you're mentioned in a video tomorrow. Just in passing, but you are mentioned. It's on my channel, 2115 BST. So I hope you catch that. Jason Rylands. Oh, just jumped there. Jason Rylands, I saw. Oh, why did it do that? Clive Wells, Rezovsky, Ariam Sky, hi to you. Hoof Wankle, I like it. Glass Monster, good evening. Turquoise Lara, pulling a creaky. Yeah, well, I don't want to embarrass the lad, do I? 9 o'clock hero. I hope you're still awake, because it's just 9 o'clock. Not too many whiskies yet, I hope so. Q, good evening to you, Q. Hello. A whisper in the wind. You are on time, sir. Or madam. I make no assumptions. And I'll take no blame for getting it wrong either. Liam Hodgetts, yo to you. David Oliver, Brother Grief. The thumbs down has to be multi-dum-dum. It could be, although he's so dumb, I should think he's as likely to hit the up thumb as the down thumb and not understand the difference. He is dumb. Snook, Rozovsky. Oh, Wari Guy Benga will be along in a minute to get butthurt about the project. Oh, yes, Q, you saw that, did you? Big gratitude, big thanks, and a shout out to Wally, who just did an announcement video, an announcement for my announcement, and Gary Y. Benga. They don't like it up 'em, Captain Manring. They don't like it up 'em. Oh, Jason Ryland's just become a sensible member. Thank you very much, Jason, and welcome. We're a bit dark here, aren't we? Because I wanted to highlight the fact that up there, that way, 72 hours now. Well, 71 hours and 55 minutes until the big reveal. And I hope you've all gone to the premiere video and just hit notify, because you know what YouTube notifications are like. There can often be a bit of a delay. Not long now. So now that's highlighted, let me get myself back at home. 3, 2, 1, back in the room. That's better. Much better. Yes, 72 hours. And I'm really raring to go. I'm actually currently working on the second video. Oh, I've got to be careful what I say. The first one is the reveal. The second one is the design, part of the design of the experiment. And I'm working on the actual video. So that's not going to be long. Oh, Henk. Oh, crumbs. Will I get it wrong? Mr. Henk Doim is also a sensible member. Thank you very much, Henk, as well. And welcome to you too. That's very kind of both of you, Henk and Jason. Appreciate that. I really do, guys. And your support, that's Super Chats, members and patrons, is all helped fund the project. So you're not going to have to wait too long now until you find out what it is, although you'll have to wait about 4 weeks until you actually see it in action. But I can't wait. Videotaker Twilight. Hi, Mrs. Sensible. She's not here. She's watching RuPaul. It's not really my cup of tea. and I thought I'd do a live stream instead. But there we go. Brother Grief, imagination runs wild for the reveal. Yes. Now Pinion, I was on his... Now Pinion, Cheesemondo did a joint video. I think was it yesterday or day before. Followed as a premiere, followed by a live stream on Cheesemondo's channel, and I dropped in as a surprise guest just to have a chat about things. We talked about the experiment. God, this is so hard, guys. It really is so hard. I hope you're all there on Friday, and yeah, the premiere will be the reveal, and there'll be chat in the side chat, I'm sure. But afterwards, we have a live stream, and that is where we can really let rip and discuss the project. And Glass Monster, another member. Thank you very much to you, Glass. I appreciate that too. Oh, there is Now Pinion, Now Mondo. And look, he delivered you should watch that stream on Cheesemondo's channel. Because I realised that Now Pinion had stolen my chair. He promised to deliver it back, and here it is. Thank you, Mr. Now. I appreciate that. Now don't do it again. It's very naughty. Very naughty. Alexandra Gomez, experiment proving the globe Earth. Sorry to spoil it, guys. And I'd have got away with it too if it hadn't been for you pesky kids. Cheese Pinion. It could be Cheese Pinion. Hey, Mr. V, how's it going? And I hope Riley is okay. I was looking, I think, at your Discord today, and I saw pictures with Riley, and I think you guys went on a fishing trip or something. It looked great fun. Hope she's doing well. What a UK, good evening to you too. Right, tonight I don't have an invited guest. I was actually in very brief discussion with someone, an ex-flat earther who I hadn't heard of before. He pretty much slipped under the radar. He has agreed to come on here to chat, but it was quite short notice and he's unable to make it tonight. We hope to do it on a stream maybe next week. It's such a last minute thing. I didn't even find out what time zone he's in, so I'm not sure about how awkward this sort of thing is for him. But I hope to hope to have him on a live stream in the coming week or so. And Martin H, you're late again, only by a few minutes. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think anyone here will kick you for that one. Who it be? Who it be, Sif? It's a guy called Johnny Orbital. I'd not heard of him, and I've got to be honest, I can't even remember how I came across his name, but he is an ex-flat earther. I don't think he was in it up to his neck, but he was a flat earth believer, and I don't know how he came away from it. This will be something we'll discover together. I'll get him to chat to us about where he was, how he thinks he got there, and how he got away from it. Galveston. Oh, nice one, Mr. V. I'm glad. It certainly looked great. I enjoyed the pictures, and say hi to Riley, please. He's an ex-parrot. He has ceased to be. If you hadn't nailed him to the plane, you'd be pushing up the daisies. Talking of Monty Python, I've done a video for tomorrow, and in it I used 10 seconds. I think it's 10 seconds is the longest stretch of a clip from a Monty Python film. And normally when you upload, it checks for suitability for adverts and checks for copyright and stuff. Bam! Within seconds, it got me on that. And I decided it fitted so well. And yeah, it's fitted so well in the video, I've left it. It's not a copyright strike, just means all the advertising goes to Pythons. And I think, actually, the amount of laughs they've given me over the years, yeah, cool. Let them have it. They'll be able to live in the lap of luxury now. Of course, I'll have a thin couple of weeks, and they can live off my income instead. But it was worth it. Donkey Rhubarb 76, good evening to you, and yeah, nice of you to join us. Carl, hello to you, Carl Edwards. Salutations. And I missed David Simmons. Hope I having a good day. Yeah, it was. It's been an okay day, thank you. David. Yeah, all is cool. Following my recent illness, I got a call this morning. I'd totally forgotten about it. A telephone appointment with the doctor. Luckily, I was awake because he decided to ring nice and early. We chatted a bit about my recent illness, and he said, I want you to come in. So I was in the doctor's 2 hours later, thinking, oh my goodness, have they found something? But no, it was just a final checkup, and everything's okay. So no worries at all. Which is great. Oh yes, throw him to the floor. Of course, throw him to the floor, Centurion. Fetch the comfy chair. Yes. No one expects the... Actually, they never quibbled about that. I've used that no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. They've never quibbled on that one. This was from one of the movies, though. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's Webble Wowzers. Yes. Oh gosh, we can't go off on that tack so early. Maybe a little later on. Now I do have in the waiting room. Actually, the link I sent, I'm going to also send to an. Sorry, I'm not really making much sense here. Let me just see. Right, I sent a link to Farmer's Boy, who's going to come on, and we're going to do a live point and laugh at a video. But I see there's a second person in there, Edwulf Sledgeverter, and so I've just dropped the link to him. Now it's a little tricky because what would be nice is to play the video and pause it. But of course, they'll be watching on a delay. So the only way to do it is for them to watch the video themselves, because there is no delay for the voice. And I'll say, well, one of us will say pause, and we'll all pause it, and we can talk about what's on the video. So he suddenly got a link to a video, probably not knowing what that's about. He'd be a bit puzzled. I'll let this feed through all the delays, so Edwulf knows about it. I'll bring on Farmers straight away, and we'll take it from there. So, not forgetting to unmute the desktop, so you don't get another pound. I forgot who it was who won a pound. Not from me. My pounds are safe. Let's bring in Farmer's Boy.
We all have to... You
got caught out there.
Yeah, I got caught that time, yeah. Fair play.
I don't know if you and the others were listening to the stream. I was just explaining how I got a video that I've dropped you the link. We're going to watch it at the same time. But I saw that Edwulf Sledgeverter is there in the waiting room, so I'm going to bring him in as well. So I've chucked the link to him, real time.
That's what we were just trying to explain to him, how this is
going to work.
Hopefully going to work, yes.
Okay, well, I'm sure that we'll let Colon carry on and explain a little more to him, and then if there's any questions when I bring him on, we'll deal with that. So how the devil are you, sir?
I'm not too bad. I'm managing to survive all of the derp that seems to be out there in YouTube world at the moment. It's not quite fried my brain, although I've come close a couple of times.
Well, there's always derp out there, but I must admit, flat Earth stuff to me seems a bit thin on the ground right now.
It not only is it thin on the ground, that they seem to be doing they seem to be very green. There's an awful lot of recycling going on. We seem to be saying the same old stuff coming round again, and it's like, hang on a minute, we've already put this to bed and debunked it a dozen times over. It's just the same old nonsense that used to be coming up again and again. And recycling, I'm all for it. It's great for the environment. I'm not too sure about the whole argument.
It would be nice to have something new under the sun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Under the local sun, of course.
Oh, the small and local sun?
Small and local sun, yes.
That magically doesn't change in size.
Shh, you're going to spoil it. You're going to spoil it.
Sorry.
How can we get new flat earthers that we can then debunk if you're going to give them all the clues as to how we're going to debunk them before they've even started with their rubbish?
I will mention nothing more about the sun.
Yeah.
Or the moon. Or Polaris.
Microraptor says debunking an argument doesn't stop flat earthers from using it again. Well, that's very, very true. I mean, they've been using it since about 1880 or whatever it was that... what's the guy's name?
Samuel Rowbotham.
Samuel Burley Rowbotham, yes. And
his sedetic, whatever it was.
crap.
I don't know, because of course I've never actually read it, because it's just like,
Earth is not a globe. That's his book, Enag, Earth Not a Globe. Yeah, I think he didn't even have the is in there. It's just Earth Not a Globe, I believe.
Well, if you want the modern version of it, just go and watch somebody's 200 Proofs.
Yes.
Because just about everything in there has been pulled from that book.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
and I'm surprised that Rowbotham hasn't sued him.
I suspect if he was still alive, he might.
He might, yes. Yes, I suspect though. I expect though, if he was still alive, Dubay, Oakley, and that would be licking his boots, praying for breadcrumbs, and T-shirts,
mugs.
Oh yes, don't forget the mugs.
Don't forget the mugs.
They're all mugs. Well, let's bring in Edwulf as well. So. See if we can catch him mid-sentence as well. I was just going to let you talk and see what you said. Never mind. You guys should know if you're in the live waiting room any second.
I know.
Isn't that right, Edwulf?
No, don't drag me in like that.
Two of you.
I'm afraid.
Good evening to you, Edwulf. How's it going, man?
It's very good. I was still trying to just mess around with my sound before I got pulled over, but yeah. Okay,
do you want to pop back and I'll pull you over in a minute, because we're quite happy to talk for a little while.
Yeah, okay. Give us a couple of minutes.
Okay, and then, I don't know, you can DM me or something, or I'll just grab you. All right, okay, I'll give you a couple minutes. All right, see you soon.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, that's very gracious of you.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, if he hasn't got it sorted out, and we're going to get all sorts of feedback and stuff, and you know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Edwulf's been on here before, but quite often when people are on for the first time, they're listening through, not through headphones or earphones, and so we get all the feedback. And everything is said twice. Twice.
Yes, the 3 times even. The number of times I've sort of said to people, they'll come in and all you have to do is mute your YouTube stream. What? Mute your YouTube stream. And then you hear mute your YouTube stream.
Yes.
What?
Although the other way it screws up is like I did. I think it was a stream before last. I'd loaded up the stream window to watch it. You have to do some things to hook it up to OBS. Then I minimised it and went off to get a drink or whatever. Came back, loaded up the YouTube stream, and when I start broadcasting, as soon as the sound comes through, I then mute it because I know that I've reached that point and it's properly broadcasting. Unfortunately, the other window was still minimised and wasn't muted. And I was thinking, where's this sound come from? Where's this sound come from? It drove me blooming crazy. No, I've got it switched off. It's switched off here, switched off there, switched off everywhere, but it was still turning up. I've just had a super chat from Neil Sullivan for £3 with a nice smiley face. Thank you very much for that, Neil. Nice and cheerful. Can I shut down the alarm, says Bjorn? Is that something that's coming through on this background thing? I can turn that off. That's the problem. I don't get to hear it. I can actually mute it. There we go. It's muted. Sorry if that's caused problems, guys. I think that this background, the volume changes at times. There we go.
Of course, we don't hear any of that in here, do we?
No, which is a blessing. No. What are they talking about? Romanus and Domus. Romans, they go the house.
That's it. What does this say? Romans go home. No, it doesn't. Yes. The other thing was talking about the recycling. I think the other reason we see the same old nonsense come up time and time again is I think what quite a few of us are calling the flat Earth reset. And they go. You explain things to these people. They go to sleep, and in the morning it's all been forgotten, and they've hit the reset switch, and off you go again. And when you've explained the same point to the same person in excess, and I'm not kidding, of what must be 100 times, and it's like, right, I don't think it's a case of them not understanding. I think it's a case of them just rejecting it out of hand because it doesn't conform to their bizarre beliefs or misunderstandings, and I don't know, maybe they just don't want to learn.
Or maybe they've got the memory capacity of a demented squirrel. I don't know. Oh, who cares? If they can recycle the same argument again and flog another T-shirt, that might be enough. They're happy with that. I suspect that's a lot of it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and actually, it's quite typical. Topical. It's quite topical with regard to the video we're going to look at tonight. Recycling.
Yes, that. Yeah.
I know. You may not have had a chance
to. I opened it up and I thought, oh.
Yes. Yes. It turns out, everybody. It turns out that Mr. Anthony Riley, Sleeping Warrior, is not quite as original as he'd have you think.
No.
Not original at all. No. An argument he's made was made previously by another flat earther who's just as bloody annoying as he is.
Yes.
But, because I was just having a dig and a poke around, and I thought, I'm going to look at some channels' old stuff, see about their early stuff. And I came across one that's about 3 years old, which I'd not seen before. And as I saw the first few seconds, I thought, oh my goodness, that's Anthony Riley. But it isn't, is it?
No, it's not.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Just as bad as, but no, not him.
Yes.
Oh, and whilst we're talking about Mr. Riley, I do like the way that he can mention me in the start of one of his videos, and yet not allow me to react because he's got me blocked.
I don't think I've been blocked by Riley. I'll tell you who I have just been blocked by, and that's Level Earth Observer after I gave him a panning a few days ago.
Oh, poor old Adam.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't left much in the way of comments on these videos because I think if I did, I'd suffer the same fate because I don't think they like people pointing out where they're wrong.
Well, you see, I didn't even so much as put a link on there saying, here's my video. You know? He just saw my video because I always provide a link back to the channel, and in the description I put at Level Earth Observer, so they get some sort of notification that they've been mentioned. And he obviously didn't like it because he then blocked me, which I think is a bit of a pussy thing to do. It's not like I was swearing. I didn't even call him an idiot. I didn't call him anything like that in the video either. But there we go. I think it's pathetic.
I did the same thing. It was the video where he had a pop at me at the start about relative density, and then basically went on to address Big Blue. And I saw that, and I thought, well, I'll just leave a comment, sort of, giving him the understanding, the explanation of relative density as the rest of the world understands it.
Yeah.
And when I went back in the morning and had a look, everybody else's comment had been replied to except mine. And I thought, well, that's a bit strange because in the past, whenever I've left a comment, I thought, hang on a minute. So I opened up YouTube I logged out, opened up YouTube, went in and had a look, not as me, but just as in any Tom, Dick or Harry. And of course, the comment wasn't there, was it? I thought, okay, that's the way that works then. He's got me blocked.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'd made a comment, and I went back to look at it later, or at least to look at other comments on his videos, and I saw my comment, and I thought, no reply at all, not a single one.
Yeah.
And then I thought, so I logged out as me and just logged in, and my comment was not there.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
that's a coward's move, especially blocking somebody who you're having a pop at and saying, "Oh, you're an idiot, you're wrong, you don't know what you're on about," and not giving them a chance to respond because you've blocked them.
And also the other thing was that I had mentioned in my comment was that he'd done a video which was alluding to my video, but he didn't mention my name, he didn't put it in the description, and didn't provide a link. Just nothing. Just globe earthers have been saying this. I always have the decency and honesty to link back to channels. I think there are 2 times. I think there might have been half a dozen when I very, very first started because I wasn't aware of that as an etiquette type of thing. But I think there's been 2 times that I've done a video and I've not provided a link. But both of those I put an explanation in that for one of them I feared that the girl in question was having some mental health difficulties. I was very gentle in the video and was just talking about it, and stopped partway through and explained why. And I said, so I'm not going to provide a link because I don't want people haranguing her. And the second one was, I forgot what it was now, but it was something similar. It wasn't a mental health thing, but it's a very, very tiny channel. The guy had been very polite, and I didn't want him absolutely bombarded. You know, he only had a dozen subs. There was good reasoning, but basically both times I explained why. But no, Adam doesn't have the decency even to say, huh, that bloody Mr. Sensible said this. Nothing. And now I'm blocked.
No, I think it is. Yeah, it is the right thing to do. If you're pulling apart somebody's video, the least you can do is provide a link to the original video, because there has been a couple of times where I've thought, yeah, people have had a look at the video and pulled some of it apart. And you think, yeah, I will go back and watch the whole thing.
Yes.
Usually afterwards, you then think, why the bloody hell did I do that? That was painful. Why did I inflict that on myself? But yeah, I suppose it's only fair. You know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Edwulf back in because I think he's
Super.
ready. And
Cool.
Glass Monster is sat in the live waiting room, so I've dropped him the link as well. So I'm going to limit it to the four of us, myself, Farmer's Boy, Edwulf, Sledgeverter, and Glass Monster. Hopefully Colon's giving an explanation to him. And hello, Edwulf, you back and ready and raring to go?
Yeah, about as ready as I'm ever going to be.
Excellent,
Cool.
excellent. I saw that Glass has just joined you. I dropped him the link as well. Do you know if he noted that?
No, he didn't mention it, so...
Oh dear. Right, let me drop a note to Colon. I can't even see it. My Discord's funny that if I right-click to pop up a menu, it hasn't got a background, if you like, and so it's gone all translucent. I'm going to have to jump straight to Colon.
Oh.
Right. I just told him that Glass has got the link as well, so hopefully explain it. So we'll wait until Glass is definitely ready, and then we'll just limit it to the four of us, because otherwise it will get very, very out of hand if we've got a dozen people in here.
Yes, and if we're all trying to hit play and hit pause all at the same time on our own copies of a video, yes, that's...
Yeah, it's not ideal. If I thought of this in advance, I'd have set up either Google Meets or Whereby or something like that, and we could have done it. But yeah, maybe another time. I only thought of this about an hour before the stream because I happened to come across this video and I thought it might be fun. Might be.
Yeah, no, it will be all right, I think.
Yeah, it will
Fingers
be all
crossed.
right. Yeah, let's just wing it. And I'll just have
What's the worst that could happen?
Where do you want to start?
We fail to debunk it and we get convinced that the Earth is flat. That's probably about the worst that could happen.
Well, given that I've got the video ready to play here and what the very first image is...
yeah. I've got that sat there as well.
Yeah, it's sat there, 0 timeout, and it's like,
Yes. That sounds like Adam, Level Earth Observer.
Pantomime. It's all a pantomime.
Yeah, what else? He says pantomime. Oh, crumbs, I can't think of the word he always uses. He's always going on about... I can't think what it is.
He's got
about a dozen words, hasn't he? That's his whole vocabulary. Demonstrable. You triggered pantomime artist, so this is a demonstrable, and he runs out of stuff to say then. A demonstrable pantomime artist.
Just saying it's demonstrable doesn't make it so. Saying it's demonstrable, you then have to back it up by
demonstrating. Yay! Yes, because he did comment on my video and he said that's not a demonstration, that's a photograph. And someone else said, well, yeah, but the photograph has demonstrated whatever. But be that as it may, I'm hoping that the secret project, 71 and a half hours away, will demonstrate something. Now, I hope that it will demonstrate the Earth is a globe. I fear, in case it demonstrated it's flat, but I fear even more so that we fail to get a result. Because it's, I know we're talking about stuff you guys don't know anything about right now, but it's actually high risk of something going wrong and getting absolutely nothing. And unfortunately, it's an experiment that I can't rerun. We get one shot. There we go.
Yeah,
Everyone's sad now.
I'm starting to get an idea now.
Are you? Well,
but I'm not going to say anything because either A, I'm wrong and I'll make a bit of a Charlie of myself, or B, I've hit the nail on the head and it will spoil the whole surprise. So, no.
Oh, right. Well, if you wanted to DM me your thought in a couple words, I would give you a yes or no, but only on condition that you sign a non-disclosure agreement and you keep quiet about it.
Well, obviously, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but
maybe you'd want to be surprised yourself. You know, he's having a go. Oh, Mr. Now is trying to fathom out the acronym MAGE. I don't know if he's still there in the chat. For the secret project, says the Mite One, has Mr. Sensible built a life-size Galaxy-class starship?
Life-size? What?
Well,
1-to-1 scale?
It's a bit of a giveaway that I'm sat in front of one of the main computer boards. Oh, did you drop me a DM?
Oh, yeah, so you are. I did.
Let's have a look. Oh, he's a clever boy then.
Yeah?
Yeah. So...
Fair enough. Right, my lips are sealed.
Thank you very much, then. So, now this will be fun, because you know now. Do you think that's an interesting experiment? I know you've not got full details.
Well, no, but I probably hazard quite a good guess at it. But yes, it is, because... No, I'm not even going to say that.
No, it's very difficult, isn't it? No,
it's very difficult to discuss it without giving it away. But no, it's very interesting if it works.
Exactly. Yes. You can see why I say that there is risk of getting absolutely nothing at all from the experiment.
Oh, yeah. Of course there is.
Well, perhaps we better move on before either you or I dox the whole damn thing.
Yes, come on.
Right, so let's bring in Glass and see if he's ready to go. Hello, good evening, Glass.
Hello, I'm just trying to get this thing working now.
And thank you very much. Yes, we can hear you. Yeah. So do you have the video there? Was that all explained to you? Yeah. So what we will do in a while is, because I will play the video that people on the stream can see, but there'd be such a delay. It's really awkward for you guys to try and watch it on the stream. So hopefully it's easier for you just to all start and stop at the same time. And we could do that. Any of us say pause. It's only a short video, about 5 minutes. I suspect we'll spend more time actually talking to each other than watching a video.
Hopefully. Do I need the audio on for this? Because you just said this was by Pukit Word.
Did I just say that?
No.
Somebody did.
No, I don't think they did.
Okay, well,
but you have. Well, as long as the audio you're hearing from the video isn't coming through your mic, then we're not going to get feedback. Or if you, I suppose you could mute your mic if you're having to listen to it external to your headphones.
No. The my audio system is tied into my audio system, so if I play YouTube video, it's going to come out full clarity on my microphone.
Oh.
If I unmute this video, you'll hear it clearer than you'll hear my voice. It'd be clean.
That's going to be a problem then, because everyone's going to get double sound.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I have to just leave it muted and watch.
Okay, and watch it on the stream slightly delayed.
Well, I suppose you could put the subtitles on.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, put the subtitles on.
But the subtitles is an option, so...
Let's just attempt this. You tell me if you can hear the video through the mic.
Not so far.
No.
I'm trying something here.
Sorry?
I put my machine in record queue so that it would break the circuit.
Well, we're not getting the sound from that. That sounds good then, because we can't hear the sound.
Can't hear it.
Nice one.
Yeah, as if I'd actually record this video.
Well, Microraptor's
Okay.
taken a guess at mage. Massively argumentative globe earthers. Well, globe
Yeah.
earth was something that Now Pinion said as well. Mr. Now, sorry. I'm going to have
Yeah.
to get used to that. Okay, guys.
Yeah. Just tell me the time point you want me to set.
Well, we're going to start at 0, 0, 0.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
All set.
And I've got to set up the stream so it's actually going to show. Just bear with me a second.
Now this may have a tiny leak, but it shouldn't.
Well, we certainly didn't get anything from. Hold on,
Yeah.
Where are we?
Yeah, because I do use open speaker here as well.
What's going on here? Sorry, I've got a bit of a.
I got a heck of a noise gate on this system anyway, so it should help a lot.
Right.
That's probably why my voice sounds like it does. I'm running a heavy noise gate to make sure that this don't come through.
I could have a problem here because my Discord. Oh dear.
It crashed, right?
No, it's not Discord. Before it came up, OBS crashed. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to flick to my Patreon reel and play that because that's changing scene.
Oh, yeah.
And then see if this scene works again when I come back. So, good opportunity to say big thanks to my amazing patrons. Massive thanks to all my patrons, including new patrons Irish Dublin, Bob Yake, Kiri Mack and Brain, and my latest patrons Paul Howarth and Leo Banks. Thank you all so very, very much. And it does not appear to have worked, as you guys can see. Well, at least I think you can see. I'm not sure what's coming through on the actual stream. Yeah, it's coming through wrong. Drat! No, it's definitely gone all flaky. I've no idea how to play that in Discord stream. The only other thing I can do... No. Yeah, but it's my screen capture. Right now, no. Yes, but I would need to capture it. And that's the problem. My window capture's gone flaky. So as you can see, it's not capturing the actual window. Let me try and actually set the settings again, just in case it will. Oh, I'll tell you what, my OBS has gone really flaky. I'm going to have to reload OBS. Right, everybody, if you just bear with me, I have done this before. I'll kill OBS, which might wreck the stream. I hope not. I'll be back in a second. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's why. OBS. I hadn't hit go live again. But that's weird. Oh, it's coming through, is it? I don't. It was. That's my OBS. That's what my OBS is doing. Am I back? I'm not sure if I'm back or not. You can hear me, guys. Oh, I think I'm going to have to switch off. I'm going to have to give up the ghost on this. Give up on this idea. Let's turn off the window capture. Well, I think I'm coming back again. There we go. I'm back on screen again. So everybody, sorry, it looks like that's not going to work tonight. Technical errors. The window capture doesn't seem to be working very well. Never mind. Although I wonder if I can just play it myself. Sorry, everybody on the stream. That really wasn't my fault. That was down to the computer, not me. Wonder if... Yes. Absolutely. Let's give that a try. No, nor did I, but let me give it a go. You will get a delay because you won't see it till it appears on the stream. Oh, I suppose we can, yes, we can still do exactly the same. Right, so let me get this set up. Let's see, I'm going to have to download this. Thanks for that, colon. Download. Right, I'm hoping. Oh, right, sorry, I've not got you guys switched on, have I? Right, I better switch. This is getting really strange. Right, let me do some explanation here. Right, everybody. Right. First of all, guys, your sound is switched on. Everyone out there watching the stream, Colon has grabbed a copy of the video because right now my screen capture is not working for whatever reason. So I'm going to try and run crumbs. I'm going to try and run, if I can find that. Oh, wow. Everything's gone flaky, I tell you.
Yeah.
Let's copy that video.
Well, obviously, only the audience has to hear the sound of the video from the point of view of your stream. We can just use the sound that we're listening to ourselves.
Right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new scene and just run the video directly. So all I've got to do is browse to it. Like that. Where's the path?
Yeah, because you can stream it to your Discord and then just make it another.
No, I'm not streaming to Discord. I'm just playing it straight in. It will be playing straight. Oh, I can't pause it on that, colon. I just remembered I can't pause it. It'll just play the whole thing.
Yep.
Darn. Yeah, because I've tried that before. It's like my background. That's a video, but I can't pause that. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to have to ditch that tonight. Never mind. I will get it sorted.
Well, there's always next time.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there's always a next time unless you have a car crash with an alien spaceship.
That's true.
But unfortunately,
excuse me, next time I will not be doing that because next time is the live stream after the big reveal. Yes. Indeed.
Yeah. Don't forget, we got that great 24-hour stream.
24-hour stream? What 24-hour stream?
You better go on to Irish Demon's page there, tab in Discord, and you'll see a live 24-hour stream tab.
He's doing a 24-hour stream?
Yes.
So I guess he'll be doing a Riley every now and then.
Probably. I'll be doing a few Rileys and
even an Oakley.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing an Oakley within 24 hours.
He'll be going off screen every now and then, and meanwhile, a word from our sponsors. Whilst he
most absolute guaranteed one thing, I won't be doing a Riley on stream. Only doing the stream on stream.
The Snark has just super chatted €2 saying the super chats are back up. Thanks, Snark.
Oh, that's all right.
And Microraptor is talking about the project, saying, "Will I reveal my quest for the Holy Grail?" Actually, I'll do that. I do that tomorrow. You'll have to catch my video tomorrow.
Cool.
And 9 o'clock hero says, "Mr. Sense was actually a highly regarded computer technician. This is part of his cover." Well, I'll tell you two things. One, I used to be in IT, working on mainframes and even working down to assembly code. That's one thing. Second thing is today I tried to configure, I can't get it on camera, it won't reach, a wireless access point, which when my internet blew up recently and they sent me a new router, all the settings have changed. Can I get that damn thing working again? No, I cannot. I gave up after about an hour and a half. Couldn't even connect to the administrator on it. Screw it. I don't need Wi-Fi. I'm just hardwired in. That'll do me.
Get a hold of Scientific Shitlord. He'll get her working for you.
But the,
On my
the
desktop.
problem is, I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh, I've kept the box. It's got the manual in it. Brilliant. And it says, set up your TCP/IP settings. All right, okay. How? There's no step-by-step. It just said do it. Oh, I could look online. Oh. Yeah. It's not too bright, is it?
How to set up your internet? Look online.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Really, really blooming helpful. Really
Wouldn't they call that an oxymoron?
just moronic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oxymoron.
Morons without oxygen.
That's
That's
why your
better.
mobile phone is on a totally different internet package to your house. So that if one goes down, you've got the other one to go, how the bloody hell do I fix this? I can still Google.
But the problem is, you're forgetting two things. I could, while I had my access point working, use Wi-Fi down here, but I have no phone signal, which is also a total bugger with some banking systems now, which say, right, we'll text you a two-step authentication code. And I'm sat there, it's not coming. Damn, I'm going to have to run up to the house and sort of stand at the kitchen window, waggle hold the phone just there. Yep, I got my code. Come back down it, and it's blooming expired. Do you know what, one day, this is going back a few months, it took me about half a dozen attempts to actually get the code in. Absolutely crazy. They're just assuming everybody has a good good phone signal.
Yeah.
We don't.
No, that some parts of, well, not just the country, but yeah, even in my area, yeah, some places are absolutely brilliant, and you don't have to move very far, and bing, just gone. You're just in a total dead zone, and it's like, really, in the 21st century, we're still getting that problem.
Yeah.
And they start going, and they go, oh, we're going to, what about 5G? 5G, I know plenty of places that struggle to get 3G.
Yeah, well, when 3G was first coming out, and was it 3 or 4? I'm not sure actually now, but the company 3 started.
Yes.
They had a fantastic deal on I can't remember what the phone was, but an up-to-the-minute phone, great big screen, brilliant. I'll sign up for it. It's more than I should have been paying, but hey. So I got home, and I was sat on the sofa. This is brilliant. Mrs. S said, oh, can I sit there? And I just shuffled along one space, and I had no signal at all. So from 5 bars, then sat next to you, no bars. It was absolutely worthless. So I took it back to the shop and complained, and I was able to show them there. Look, stand here. I've got a signal. Moved over a couple of steps, no signal at all. It was worthless, and they gave the money back and cancelled the contract, which is good. Inciter says, if you need help with your Wi-Fi, I'm sure you have a couple of followers who can help. I'm sure I have, Inciter, and I appreciate that. Yeah, the Wi-Fi's all right. It's just this stupid wireless access point, and the stupid instructions, because it just said, give yourself a fixed IP address. Well, I think I did that. And then go to the IP address for the access point. Wouldn't answer. Just nothing. So I couldn't even look at it. I know all that's wrong with it. It's got the old username and password from the router. We got a new router. That's all it is. All it is. But I can't get into it to configure it, so shit happens.
Not a lot
I suppose.
good then. Yeah,
No.
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
There's actually no Wi-Fi even in this house. Everything is cabled.
Well, I'm cabled. Everyone else is Wi-Fi, so I'm happy. I get full fat internet, and they all moan, "Oh, this Wi-Fi's slow." Well, I mean, they're only talking about Facebook and TikTok style videos. What do I care? I hope she's not watching this, otherwise I'm in trouble. Oh no, she's watching
But there's
RuPaul.
going to be a very large slapping sound very shortly.
I normally have to pay for that.
Is that it? Not like that?
Oh, dear.
More along the lines of,
Oh. Actually, I won't even tell. I won't even tell you guys what happened at the dinner table today. And don't bother asking, because I'm not going to tell you. And it wasn't involving. It wasn't involving Mrs. Sensible either. And Mrs. Sensible was sat there. That was the amazing thing. And I didn't get a slap for it. I was, yeah.
If you're gonna say it this way, now you have to tell us.
Well, I can't. I
You
can't.
keep twisting.
I
the
can tell. I know. I
Andy,
keep teasing and taunting.
Right.
Well, I can tell you about half of it. And
Us, you know.
so we sat. Mrs. Sensible's next to me, and her friend sat the other side of her. And how should we put it? There was joking around about slapping and grabbing and stuff like that, which I did for a laugh to Mrs. Sensible. And then the friend said, "Huh, you wouldn't dare do that to me." So I did. And her face, her face was a picture. She went bright red, and that was the end of the conversation. But I can't go into any more details than that. No. But we got a few more
She
people.
asked for it.
She did ask for it, yeah, definitely. That's my alibi, and I'm sticking to it.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I am indeed. Right, well, I've got a few people in here. Let's bring in Mr. Blue Marble Science. Hello, good evening to you, Blue.
Oh, hello. How you doing, Mr. Sensible?
Not
Hello,
so
Blue
bad.
Marble.
Not so bad. How are you?
I am just wonderful today, I think.
And how is your experiment going?
It is coming along very nicely at this point.
Good.
I got a little bit more work to do on the woodwork part of it. Well, actually, I got a lot of work to do on it, but I have found a supplier for the lead spheres.
Aha.
Which is a great source of relief. I've been very worried about trying to cast those things myself.
You need a 8,500-pound lead sphere.
Yes, I need something
I
like
do have one.
that. Oh, do you? I need two.
And okay, you want his brother? It's 8,600 pounds.
8,600 pounds. Yeah, that might be
Postage
Thought
will
you
be a
said
bitch on that, though, won't it?
that might be a
4 tons.
tad oversized.
4 ton, almost 4 tons.
Wow.
Almost 4 metric tons, both of them.
No, I don't think we need spheres that large.
I did.
It's not often you hear a bloke say that, is it?
No, that's true.
I just
used
say
them to do
I've
the
got a
cannabis-
super chat
cannabis
from Mr. Mitch Goldstein for $2 US saying, "We need a sensible world. Love you, Mr. S." Hi, Mitch. Thanks for joining us again, and a big hello to Julie as well. And I'll see you in the wait. Oh, he wasn't. Yes, he's still in the waiting room. I'll bring some more people in a little while. Yeah, Blue. I had to look at one of your photos.
Before that as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, Farmer. Say again.
I think you had another super chat prior to that as well.
Did I? This
Fred and
Six Fly.
he's given you some sex.
He has.
Hey,
Yeah, for 20 Swedish krona from Fredden Six Fly. We can hear everyone again. Thanks for letting us know, Fredden. Six Fly? Is Fredden Six your first name? Or is it Six Fly? Don't know. But thanks for the super chat, and I apologise I missed that. As you can see, the count of YouTube viewers currently, as I'm speaking, 87, is showing again. That stopped a week or two back. I haven't made any changes with OBS, and I haven't been to the OBS website, but it just decided to stop working, and then it decided to start again. It's just not a very reliable piece of software. Have you ever done live streaming?
A lot of things are crashing.
No, I haven't. I think I'm going to start doing it though.
Oh well,
Well,
please
people
let
like-
us know. I'd love to come on and say hi, and see witness the cock ups.
he wants to see somebody else's cock ups.
Definitely. What do you mean for once?
I'm quite sure there will be plenty to go around.
How
Definitely.
many cock-ups this stream so far, Mr. S?
Well, I started off for about 2 seconds muted and realised straight away.
Yep.
So I'd consider that extremely minor. But then the other one, to be honest, was OBS. Not me.
Yeah, but I think that still comes under the term of cock up, doesn't it?
It comes under the term of what?
Cock up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I accidentally throw him out? Oh, farmers! I'm so sorry. Did I accidentally throw you? I've made another cock up.
Outstanding. Oh, dear.
Yes,
Thank
like
you very
JM
much.
Truth. He's outstanding in his field.
His field. Yep.
Yeah, Blue, I was having a look at your Discord, some of the photos on there, and you were putting on some sort of covering, and you sort of said, thank goodness that's done. Was there a particular issue with that then?
No, just it's a little nerve-wracking when you start fitting those things. You know, I don't want to have to go buy any more wood.
Yes.
You don't get to much of it.
And what's the wood you're using again?
So sapele.
Yes, I know the stuff. I've turned some sapele. Nice wood, that.
I don't know that wood.
Dusty, but it's really nice. It's an African mahogany.
Okay. You guys aren't anywhere near where I am then. I'm in Canada. So
I'm not in Canada.
No.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm in the U of K.
Yeah, UFK.
Yeah. Mr. Bjorn Kamitz has kindly super chatted 50 Swedish krona, saying, curious, have YouTube changed SEK for KR? Am I wrong then? Is SEK not Swedish krona?
No, it is.
That's what I thought. I haven't
That's
seen...
That's a lot of corona. I hope you're wearing a face mask.
Yes, I have one right here. I'm prepared. Definitely prepared.
Yeah, that is the currency code for Swedish krona.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. But mate, did it used to? It said SEK on YouTube as long as I can remember. Did it used to say KR, or is it KR in other aspects of life? I've always thought it was SEK. Yeah, Fred and Sixfly says SEK is Swedish krona, and Microraptor says SEK and KR are both Corona. Yeah. Krona. Beg your pardon.
I think it might be a YouTube thing that they call it the SEK rather than KR, because maybe KR can get confused with something else. I don't know.
Like what? You have to come up with something now.
Second, KR has been around for a long time.
Right. KR is the Internet Country Code top-level domain for the Republic of Korea. So that might be why they use SEK and not KR.
And inside it says Denmark, Norway, and Sweden use KR krona.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, crowns. Crowns. Yeah,
well, crowns.
Crowns,
I would think that's why YouTube use SEK, because I don't think SEK gets confused with anything else.
No.
Whereas KR...
Well, it gets confused with some rather suspect dancing, though, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah, sex dance. Have you not seen one? Did you not see Team Skeptic? Did you not see Fight for Earth? No. And did you not see me having to do a sex dance?
You're going to ruin months of therapy. Please don't go any further.
If only my OBS was working, I could show you again.
Please don't.
No. Okay.
No.
That's where we want Dell. No.
Oh! Herbal essence.
No, I've been watching Blue Marble Science's progress photos, and I mean, my idea of woodwork is bang some more nails in it and slap a bit of wood glue on it. I mean, no carpenter, but what he's been doing is really looking very good.
It does
indeed.
look beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So everybody's watching
what
the stream.
What is an effective scale model, of the real thing? Because obviously the entire contraption is a bit large.
Yes, Blue, I'm not sure. Do you want to drop a link to your channel in the side chat so that people can check that out? And we haven't actually said what you're doing. Perhaps you would like to say, Blue. I know some people probably were here on a previous stream. Many people will know anyway, but I'm sure there'll be some people here who have no idea what experiment we're talking about. Perhaps you'd like to tell us.
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to. Let's see. Let me copy the link. I'll stick it over here in the side chat. Maybe I can get it to work. There we go. Okay, links on the side chat. The experiment we're talking about is an experiment done by Henry Cavendish, a British fellow that member of the Royal Society back in the late 1700s. And it was an experiment that was originally conceived by Reverend John Michell as a method of determining the density of the Earth. At about that time, Newtonian physics had been around for 100 odd years, I guess. And while everybody accepted it, there were a lot of unknowns about it. One of them being the universal gravitational constant. Newton never said what that was. He gave a range that he thought it might be in, but Newton simply said that the force of gravitational attraction is proportional to the product of the masses divided by the square of the distance between their centers. Well, of course, everyone understands that proportional to simply means there is a constant of proportionality that will make that equal to. Nobody knew exactly what that was. They had done other experiments to try to figure this out. One of them is that famous mountain that I can never pronounce. What is that?
I know the one you mean. With the plumb bob experiment.
Yeah, the plumb bob experiment. And I think that was 20 years or so prior to this Cavendish experiment. Michel dreamed this Cavendish thing up based on some work named Coulomb had been doing. Coulomb was, of course, measuring the very, very slight forces, attractive and repulsive forces, electric forces. And he dreamed up this idea of a torsion balance where you literally build a horizontal pendulum with a couple of masses on each end of the pendulum and have the thing suspended from a wire in the center. And that wire acts as a torsion element. So a very, very slight amount of force, if you've got just a little fine wire that this thing is hanging from, will cause that balance to deflect one way or the other. The beautiful thing about it is it's operating perpendicular to gravity, so our Earth's gravitational well doesn't have any effect on it.
Yeah.
And Cavendish, Michel had the idea to begin with. Cavendish finished the thing up using that concept, and he built a contraption to house a couple of small masses that weighed, about 2 pounds apiece. And then he had some large lead masses, and they were huge, like 350 pounds.
I was going to say, what sort of size were they? 350?
About 12-inch diameter lead spheres weighing about 350 pounds apiece. And using that apparatus, Cavendish was able to effectively determine the universal gravitational constant, although he didn't actually do it. Carry through with all the math, but he had all the information was there if he had wanted to. He came up with the density of the Earth, and hence the universal gravitational constant to within about 1% of the value that we use today, and that was done in 1798.
1%.
Yeah, is a remarkable achievement,
isn't it? Just.
And to this day, that same experiment is repeated hundreds of times a year in universities and colleges all over the world on a very small scale. It's never really done with a replica sort of apparatus.
And you are are you actually trying to replicate his exact apparatus then?
Yeah.
Design and everything, which is why you're going to, I was going to say excessive, that's wrong, but extreme, you're building something way beyond what you would strictly need to do the experiment. Is that fair, to make it look exactly like his?
Oh, it is extremely over the top in terms of being anal retentive about something. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it's like all that stuff in the old films, sort of Jules Verne, where an H.G. Wells Time Machine, where it's all got filigree ironwork on it. It looks beautiful stuff. Steampunk, beautiful.
Yeah, the whole reason for using sapele wood is because Cavendish used mahogany, and it would have been English mahogany in those days, but
Yeah.
that's not available anymore.
No, and sapele is very similar wood. That's why I did some turning on sapele. It's beautiful, isn't it? And WS has said, could Blue Marble Science see if eggs attract eggs? Maybe.
No, but at the end of the experiment, I fully intend to see if canned tuna fish is attracted by buttermilk.
Okay. Well, I did mention in there that people do have to check it out. It's well worthwhile. And I've seen photographs with the woodwork that you'd be doing, and it is beautiful woodwork. It shows love, care, and attention. It really does, Blue. I'm going to take this opportunity to bring in. We've got 3 more people. So how many you've got? One. Well, me, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. So I'll bring in a couple more. There was one that didn't want to come in. Who was it? Let me just check back. Oh, he's not there anyway. He's gone. Yes. Oh, Colon's just sent me a picture of the framework of your experiment, Blue. That's prior to the panelling going on. But of course, because I've got OBS problems, I'm afraid I can't share it on stream. People will have to check out your channel, won't they?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's a good reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's bring in a couple of others. We've got Mr. the Snark. Hello, good evening to Mr. the Snark.
Good evening.
Good
How are
evening.
you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm also going to bring in Mitch. Good. Oh, I dropped him. Try again.
1, 2,
Hello,
3.
Mitch. Good evening.
And so I said to Brittany, get out of bed. Oh, hey, sorry.
Hey, now if you're going to be interrupted, that's the way to do it. Yeah, nice one, Mitch. But
You
what?
caught me in the middle of a joke again, Mr.
Yeah, but
Sensible.
what I want to know is what did Julie have to say about Brittany? Or perhaps that's a story for another day.
Did I say Brittany? I meant to say peanut brittle.
And we've just left Flint in there with colon. That's not fair. Let's bring Flint in as well. Hello, good evening to you, Flint.
And that's why I think the photon left the bar. Oh, shit.
This is going to be a new thing, isn't it? The new shtick is the best line to be interrupted on.
And as I've told you before, Mr. Sensible, I am in Brittany, France.
All right, you ready for the joke?
Oh, yeah.
You ready for the joke, Mr. Sensible?
I don't know. Is it when we can broadcast without my channel getting shut down?
Yeah, is it X-rated?
Why did the chicken cross the Mobius strip?
To get to the same side.
Right.
Absolutely. We are dreaming of a better world where chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned.
Yes. Oh, guys.
So
Yes,
it's got
One of
a-
those big...
And
Good
Sif,
evening, Flint.
someone said good evening to you, Flint. I didn't see who that was. Oh, and while you're all arguing about who killed who and so on, I just say I did get another super chat in. I'll just double check in case there's more. I had a super chat in from Micro Raptor for that's interesting. 25 Swedish krona, saying have some more sexy money. But interesting. When I look at it on the channel monetization screen, it actually says sec space KR 25.
Yeah.
So it's got both there. So maybe at one time YouTube actually did display KR.
I know why. Because SEK is the currency and KR is the currency symbol. That's why if you were to see it for US, you would see USD and then a dollar sign. Or you
That's
would
true.
see
Yes, you're right.
GBP and then a pound sign.
Absolutely right.
Of course I'm right, Mr.
Yeah, actually, I've not found you to be wrong about anything yet, Mitch. And the thing you were most right about was becoming a patron. I don't think you're wrong there at all.
I was the 8th patron. So
Very
all
early,
you
yes.
some latelies out there.
I know.
Thank you for being a little late to breakfast, but what you can do is hit the like button and hit subscribe if you can't be a patron.
Well, thank
It's
you
worth
very
it.
much for the shout out, Mitch. I appreciate it. And
My
of
pleasure.
course, in here we've also got Edwulf Sledgeverter, who's a patron, and Glass Monster, who became a member tonight. Da, da, da.
Well done,
Tink.
guys.
It's
Yeah.
so warm from the oven, I'm sure.
Well, I appreciate. It's an
Can
expensive.
anybody use?
Sorry,
Can anybody use a pair of theodolites?
I've never used one.
Prove the Earth round.
A pair of theodolites, or is it a theodolite? Or do you mean you need 2 theodolites to do it?
All you need is 2.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I've never handled or even examined one. It's they're fascinating things, but
Julie's uncle Russ was a surveyor, and he was very familiar with those instruments. They are quite fascinating, and they have gotten much better. So now they're automated, and they actually have built into them, I swear to God, compensation for the curvature of the Earth. And not that parabolic bullshit either.
8 inches per mile.
The real trigonometric function. Plus, it also has GPS, which means it accounts for Einsteinian variations as well. Pretty amazing, sophisticated piece of equipment, that.
Yeah, but the Flurfs won't believe they're real.
No. You'll have to use a TDS meter against it to check, I should think.
Perhaps
It measures unicorn farts or whatever.
Even if they did believe that it was a real thing, they wouldn't understand how it worked.
No.
That doesn't matter. I don't know how a theodolite works.
Yeah, but they can't even grasp how an equatorial mount works, can they?
No.
No.
Because it's a great Flurf killer. Were they to understand it, but they don't.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking sunrises are flat Earth kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, one of my
All
favorite.
scientific instruments are illegal to Flurfs.
Unless it's a ring laser gyroscope.
If we listed all the things that were flat Earth killers, this would be one hell of a long stream.
It
A
would.
15 degree per hour drift. Thanks,
Bob. Hey, I didn't get a thanks, Bob, out of that guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting
Fuck.
journalism. When was it?
Yeah.
It blew marble.
Yeah.
61 inches in diameter, solid lead, 2 of them, and the my little one is 4 inches in diameter, solid lead. I did
Oh, wow.
a experiment with them.
We've got some thanks, Bobs, in the side chat. That's good. I was a bit worried there.
He is never, ever going to live that down.
No.
Ever.
No.
It's such a brilliant
Not
meme,
him
though.
until the day he
Remember,
dies.
its measurement is 8 inches per mile squared. Not.
Yeah, that's all Flurfer invention.
Well, it's like Riley's never going to live down a triangle side 111, is he?
No.
And Oakley's never going to live down.
but-
If you think you divide a metre by 1,000 to get the distance in kilometres, you're a moron. Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. Absolutely
Oh,
beautiful.
if we're bringing up Riley,
He says, "Are you a moron?"
I just
His way of saying that.
Give the guy a break. Scientists confuse multiplication and division all the time. They're the same thing, right?
They are.
Yeah. It is basically just the same thing. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I'm
it's-
talking about according to like abstract algebra. They're basically the same operation.
They are the same. It's like addition and subtraction are the same with the minus sign. Multiplication and division are the same because division is multiplication by its inverse. And let's say a third power root is the inverse of a third power because it's in 1/3 of the power.
Yeah.
They're the same operations. Hey,
Vice
I do
versa.
math.
And of
give
course,
me that.
so
Somebody
JM
answer this question
JM
quickly.
Truth, if he ever comes back, is never going to live down 10 to the negative 17 being a negative number.
So let's see who can answer this math question quickly.
Oh, no.
I have a 4-ohm load, and I put 14.4 volts across it. What is the wattage?
You have a what load?
A 4-ohm load, and I put 14.4 volts across the load. What is my wattage?
I still didn't get what that first... A what load? A
The
form?
what load?
4 ohm.
Oh, 4 ohm.
Oh,
Ah.
4-ohm resistor.
Now, I'm absolutely crap at electronics. I can't remember if it ohms... Is it watts over amps or God knows what?
come on, Mr. S. You can conjugate ohms, but ohms.
Yeah, but
law.
I'm
Come
not
on,
sure.
You can do it.
Well, I'm not even sure what Ohm's law is. I can't remember which way it is. I know it's one is one of the others over the other. But
I thought that was
Got
beer.
it.
I thought that was beer before whiskey.
I think
Yeah.
he's a witch.
Yeah, I got it. So
I don't know. I can rewire my house. I can do that, and I've fully wired a vehicle. But no, it's always left me the whole thing with what I mean. I know ohms are resistance, aren't they?
Yes.
But when it comes to watts and amps, someone tried to explain it to me as pipes. You know, one's like having a pipe of a certain diameter, and the other's like the pressure within the pipe.
Watts
Yeah.
equals amps over ohms. That's the way I always sort of. That's one of the ways. But I just put something in the general chat. If you look in, inside Discord.
Oh yeah.
I don't use that anymore. I have it memorized to the bone. So it is just if you want to have the power from just the voltage and the load, so you have the voltage squared divided by the load, which is
So you should be able to answer my question then.
0.84.
Yep, somebody said it in the chat. Resistance is futile.
Like
It's
that.
actually 52 is the answer.
Widerstand ist zwecklos.
See, when it comes to that, I'll be absolutely honest. It leaves me eyes glazed, and it's one of those things I just have trouble grasping. You know.
Yep, I'm the same with you. I can do water down a pipe and air down a duct all day long. Electricity in the cable, that's the dark arts.
It's literally the same equations.
Yeah,
Macro
that's as
equations,
maybe.
Literally.
That's as maybe. I'll stick to mechanical stuff, thank you. I'll leave the electrical stuff to the sparks.
Well, it's easy. You multiply 14.4 by itself and then divide it by 4.
That seems
There
like
you
an
go.
awful lot of work.
No, it does.
Yeah.
Uh.
Just stick more batteries on it. It'll be. We'll call it good.
Or you do it the hard way, like I did. Calculate I and you do I squared R. That's how I remember it.
You go boom if you put 4,000 volts through it.
Yes, it wouldn't go boom. That's the Norwegian blue equation, isn't it?
Yes, that is.
Yes.
Oh, man.
21 gigawatts.
Where do they get jigger from? Is that
Gigawatts. It was a mispronunciation for
In the film?
gigawatts.
Yes.
Yes.
But I was going to say, when I heard that, and I just assumed at the time, I guess that's what Americans say. Is that not the case?
Do you want the answer? Do you want the real answer, Mr. Sensible? Because you know I got it.
Yeah, I know you got it, Mitch. Go for it.
And I've got the behind the scenes DVD.
All right. So giga is it's a multiplier, as you correctly presume. It's a it's a universal Earth standard UUI multiplier. But giga actually comes from the Greek gigos, which means giant.
Kick-ass.
Gigos, Gigas.
Gigas.
And
Yes.
it's the same root that we get the word giant, gigantic.
Okay.
So it's from the Greek gigos.
Okay. So where do they get to jigger? What's then in the film?
It's a mispronunciation.
Correct.
Do you think it's down to the actor and no one was brave enough to correct him?
That's the original Greek. They don't have the just sound. The just sound is much later than Greek. So gigawatts is actually, I've heard it pronounced both ways. And when you say it, I know what you're talking about. Usually we say gigabytes.
Yeah, because I've never ever heard someone say gigabytes.
Yeah, well, they kept it because it sounded better in the script. So they kept the word giga instead of putting it back to giga.
It does sound better. I agree.
Basic trigonometry wants us to find out how you say gigantor. Is that correct?
Exactly.
And not gigantor then.
No.
Gigantor, as in giant. I've just looked up on the Wikipedia page for giga, and apparently the jigger with the soft G was formalized within the United States in the 1960s and the 1980s with the issue by the U.S. National Bureau of Standards pronunciation guides for the metric prefixes.
So both are accurate in the States.
It's a 60s American thing.
Okay, because it's not here at all, is it?
It's always us.
I have a movie with something called a flux capacitor, and it's only fair that you call it a gigawatt, right?
Yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, following on from our conversation about electrics, David Oliver's just super chatted £5 saying, I'd get electrocuted by shopping trolleys. What, the static charge? Does anyone remember back in the 80s those dangly things to earth cars?
Yes, the anti-static strips.
Yes.
Quite apart from the fact you'd got 4 bloody great big bits of rubber connecting the car to the road, let's hang another couple of bits of rubber off.
The road's made of macadam, which is an insulator.
Yeah.
Oh, but it looks so cool, especially if you had 2 of them.
No, it didn't. Was that about the same time that people started putting their initials in strange fonts on their driver's door and that sort of thing?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember
how
that?
hard it is?
Yeah.
Well, modern car tire rubber actually will conduct to a small amount because it does contain carbon now.
Yeah,
this is true. But it's an insulator.
The original old tires, they were of extremely good insulator, and that type of rubber would cause it to generate a large electrostatic surge, which was literally hot enough to actually damage the old electronics that the cars had at the time when it discharged.
Right, so that's the solution. Because I used to have a car, and every time I got out of the car, I had to touch the door with my elbow. Because if I touched it with my fingers, I would get a jolt. And the elbow, at least, that was not painful.
It is horrible when you get that, though, isn't it?
Like some people are just prone to it.
I want to give a quick hello. Sorry, I want to give a quick hello and shout out to FE Peer Review. It's just popped up in the side chat. And FE Peer Review, as you are aware, sir, maybe others aren't, he did a video with a set of questions for globe, flat Earth debunkers, globe people like me. Globe heads, yes, globe tards. And I've done a video responding to those questions, which is up tomorrow. And while I was eating, shortly before coming down for the stream, I was just having a look around, and I found Bob the Science Guy has done a set of answers.
He did one, yes.
Yeah, I saw that earlier on.
Yeah. So you'll see my take on that tomorrow, including a little bit of Monty Python. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's quite interesting because my answers vary from Bob's. There's actually a certain amount of overlap. And actually, also thinking about it, the style of my response reflects my answers as well, as opposed to the way Bob answered. So it's quite interesting when I saw his. So check out Bob the Science Guy's response. Check out FE Peer Review. And don't forget to check out my video tomorrow night at 21:15 BST. Woo! Woo, woo.
Certainly will.
Yeah, by the time I read FE's request, his video, Bob already had his response out. I thought, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What, to the questions, Blue? I'd go for it. I think it's a nice set of questions. I mean, I was just lucky that I hadn't seen anyone else had answered. I thought I was the first one, but it doesn't make any difference. And it was nice to see someone else's take on it.
Yeah.
And here's a link to FE Peer Review, his channel, so people can go and have a look. There we go, sir.
They are quite interesting questions.
They are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another very valid question in the chat. Where is Arnold?
Arnold is right here. I shall wake the boy up if I've dragged his chair over. Come here, Arnold.
You might want to try that link again, Mr. Sensible.
Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've
you've just given us a link to
oh yeah.
I just clicked on it and thought.
Yeah, so just go to YouTube and he's on there somewhere.
So what number cock up are we up to now?
Careful, if you criticise him, he'll move you.
I might just do that. There again, I'm quite mean, and I might just throw Farmer's Boy out again. Oh, hello, Farmers. How are you?
Oh, there's a thing. Hang on, let me put the right link in the side chat for you.
Oh, there we go. And it's there twice.
That's FE Peer Review.
And FE, yes, that is Blue Marble Science who's in there.
Did you just put up a link to YouTube?
Shut up, Mitch.
Just in case you are wondering where YouTube is, here's where you can find
Yeah,
it.
well, I like to be helpful. And
Yeah.
Blue, I don't know if you noticed, but FE peer review actually says, was that Blue Marble I heard talking? I'd really enjoy hearing his take on it as well. So there you go, Blue.
Yeah, okay, I'll do one.
Yeah.
I will do
I
one.
must admit, I quite enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
no pressure there, Blue, at all.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It will be.
So he's
entertaining.
basically asking for free promotion. I'm with that.
Yeah, it's quite clever, really. It's quite clever. But hey, it's not tricking anyone. They are
not like
sensible questions and
It's not
quite
like we're
interesting.
going to lose.
No. Oh, I was getting Arnold, wasn't I? And then I got distracted.
Oh, Arnold, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Come here, boy. Oh, he really is far gone. Look at that. That's what you call a tired cat.
Is he doing his best impression of being made out of liquid?
He's just floating.
Oh, bless.
Meow.
He's
Here,
my
kitty,
boy.
kitty.
He's
How
such
does
a
the cat-
sorry.
I think cats disprove gravity.
And why's that?
Well, they always land on their feet, right?
Did you
No, they don't.
did you
No,
ever
they
see
do
that thing
not.
years ago? That what you do?
Arnold, have
you-
some cheese.
I watched the cat actually do its rotation from upside down to right side up at 190,000 frames per second.
I thought you were going to say 190 feet, 190,000 feet.
Well,
But,
I had a cat. Unfortunately, he did not live very long.
Oh.
He had some problems. And if you dropped him on his back, he would land right on the floor, right on his back.
Oh,
And that's how we knew things maybe weren't so right for Flurry.
Yeah.
He did not live very long, unfortunately.
well, I don't know if you ever saw it. Years back, there was a theory that bread always lands butter side down, or toast lands butter side down. So if you fasten a piece of toast with butter on a cat's back, and you drop it upside down, it will just reach that point and just continue rotating, and you could generate electricity from it and all sorts. Because it will never land, because neither the button or the back of the cat want to hit the ground.
I think we need a perpetual motion machine channel on the Discord. We can discuss. Yeah, that'd be great. Eternal cat butter engine.
And actually, there was a
World's energy problem solved. There we go.
Yeah, definitely.
Just remember, the cat might get a little upset
Free
with
energy.
you dropping them.
I hate to break the news to you, but the law of entropy will, unfortunately, the butter will eventually evaporate and the machine will slow down and stop.
But you've always got another
yeah.
slice.
Yeah, the cat's not going to last too long either.
Well, I
The
know,
whole thing
I
about-
know how to get free energy.
How's that?
Put Nathan Thompson on a treadmill that's facing a schoolyard and tell him to walk towards the schoolyard.
That burn the bearings out in no time at all. Bloody hell.
Wouldn't
Boy,
it?
you better have one hell of a lawyer.
Down there's several flat Earth kids down there. I'd like to talk to them.
Oh, come on. He doesn't need a lawyer. He just needs to ask Riley for help.
Oh, good God.
I've just found a picture of the cat and the toast that produces anti-gravity.
There you go.
I knew I had one somewhere.
Unfortunately, I can't pull it up on the stream. Although if you've got a link to it.
No, because I just pulled it off my hard drive.
Ah.
Well, I'll post it in the chat.
Well, surely the link is something like C://
Yeah.
data.
This PC pictures archived cats. I have a whole folder of cats.
Archived cats.
Yes.
There was a scientific analysis and demonstration of butter toast falling down on Dutch television, and it was showed how and why that worked. So, and it depends on the starting height, and the starting height being a table makes it a turn 1.5 turn, landing buttered down. If you do it from just a little bit higher, it lands buttered up.
No, it always lands buttered down.
Try it.
You faked it. That's CGI toast.
Just don't
Oh,
drop your toast. Don't be so bloody
it was-
clumsy.
It was scientifically
Like
demonstrated.
Dorfman here now.
Sorry, what was that, Mitch?
I said, according to Sting, you lot only toast your bread on one side.
Nonsense.
So how does that affect the anti-gravity machine? You
I'm
put
sorry,
the
that's
toast
not how
on
my
the-
toaster
That's
works.
not. If you do it on a grill, you turn it over. If you do it in a toaster, it does both sides at once.
Yep.
Definitely.
So is Sting just full of shit all
Yeah.
along? Here I
Yep.
think that you guys oh my god! Oh, I will have to have a word with him.
Well,
course
I've
he
just had a super chat for 2 euros from Saint Q, the Eastern Bloc puppet, saying, "Red shirt, Saint Q, reporting for duty, Captain."
A red shirt.
Living his life that the Earth may be globular.
Well, I must admit that's gone whoosh over my head. I don't know what on earth he's talking about. Red shirt, Saint
Star
Q.
Trek.
Red
Star
shirts
Trek.
in Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah, the red shirts never survive.
In what?
Whenever
Oh,
they,
nice.
whenever
Oh,
they
true,
in
yes.
Star Trek,
Scotty.
when they beam down to the
right.
planet with the away team, there's always a couple of guys in red shirts that you've never ever
Security.
seen before, and you're never ever going to
You
see
never
them
see them again.
Yeah.
because they're going to die.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
coming.
That's how it works.
Martin H has said, "Be right back. The ISS is coming over the UK."
Yeah, I just got a notification for that, and then I looked out my window and thought, "Not tonight, Josephine. I've got complete cloud cover."
Oh dear.
Life needs that
Yeah,
ISS
it's not
shot.
You
particularly.
guys must be, how could that be true?
Who would have
Not
thought?
up here.
What's
No,
that?
the ISS is just a weather balloon.
Oh yeah, it's. Oh,
Actually,
don't.
given its time, I should, if I can see it, I should be able to see it out this window. Nope, too much cloud as usual.
Yeah, never mind. Never
Never
mind.
mind.
Get
I mean,
a glimpse of the comet.
I've seen it so many times.
Do you find it funny how the Flurfs think that Satelloons are satellites?
Well, what doesn't help is that back in the early days, the Americans did launch a couple of balloons into space, but they had to use a rocket to get them there, and they used them as giant reflectors.
That's right. There's
So there have been balloon satellites, but you can't inflate them until they're up in space.
yes,
That's
they're a
correct.
different sort of thing, just a reflector thing, and they didn't last that long either, did they?
No, but you can't inflate a balloon here on the Earth's surface and then let it go in the air and expect it to get into space, because it gets to a point where it goes pop every time. You can't launch a balloon from here and get it into space. It's just physically not possible.
And just to let everyone know, Blue Marble Science unfortunately has had to drop out with computer issues, which is something I've never suffered with.
No, you're really.
Yeah, that is a falsehood. Everyone has suffered from a computer issue.
No, Mr. Sensible never has any issues with his computer
No,
whatsoever.
whatever.
Citation required.
He said it. There's your citation.
Yeah, I said it.
It doesn't work.
I will
This
pull
is
a Riley. I'll do a Riley and cite myself. How's that?
Why not?
CGI pictures already didn't happen.
Well, it looks like David Oliver's done an in-depth study of Star Trek, because he says blue ones are luckier, gold ones are richer, green ones are stealthier, red ones are faster.
I just put the link up to Project Echo, which was the NASA balloon.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that is
I
fascinating.
remember.
I've looked at that before. It is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, they literally just use them as giant reflectors to sort of bounce signals off. But yeah, whenever they say, "Oh, it's Satelloon," no, balloons just don't work like that.
Some of the first
something like 110, 115,000 feet or something, and the balloon, because of course the balloon is expanding against the ever-reducing atmospheric pressure, strangely enough, and at some point the pressure differential's too much and it goes pop.
Maybe we should send a flat earther up there, see if they go pop.
Yeah, no, the balloon is barely flat up.
You see, the problem is because they say, why don't we send a flat earther into space? No, sod it. They won't appreciate it anyway.
No.
I'd rather have a trip into space, thank you very much, because at least I'll be able to appreciate the view and the few minutes of microgravity and everything else that they give you, even for these suborbital flights. But send a flurfer up and they'll just go, well, it's all CGI, isn't it? This isn't a real window. I haven't left the Earth.
Yes.
No. You just send them up, give them a Superman cape, send them up with them big balloons, and then when the balloon pops, he can try to use the Superman cape to get back down, but no parachute.
Well, at this point, I'm
It
going
might
to bring.
learn real quick what gravity is.
At this point, I'm going to bring Brainless Steel NL, who joined us on the stream. Apparently, he just got up. So, hello, welcome, Brainless. Good evening or morning.
Hello, Brainless. I've got a brain.
Guten Abend.
Good Abend.
Why does YouTube give me a notification when you're already 1.5 hours live?
It's time zone, isn't it? It's time travel. You actually got the notification in plenty of time, sometime next week. And I see that my friend Multi Tom's in the chat. It must be today's the day when he's going to grow the balls and actually jump on the Discord and come in for a polite chat. Is that today, Multi Tom?
Yeah, because he says
Come on
it's
in,
boring.
Tom. The web is warm.
Multi Tom, if you really think it's boring, you should come in the chat and make it less boring.
That's
You
true.
should be our savior.
There you go, Tom.
Yeah, you can talk about Britney. You can talk about phones. You can talk.
Mr. S, you're going to have to invite Mr. Dunning-Kruger in
Yes,
so we
that's
can
true.
debate him.
Well, actually, that's true. Multi Tom, you never got back to me. I do have contact details, and I did get in touch with Dunning-Kruger, and he is willing to hold a debate with you. So just let me know, and I'll get it sorted. I can host it, or he's happy to do it on another channel if you wish. So please let me know. It's mr-sensible@hotmail.com, or you can jump on my Discord, links below, and just send me a DM, even if you then leave the Discord. But yeah, get in touch with me, and I can arrange that debate with Dunning-Kruger. He's happy to go ahead with it. So fingers crossed, guys, that Tom will do that.
It would be great to have the world's worst rapper.
Yes. Yeah, Tom, I must admit, I think your flat earth stuff's a load of rubbish, but it's a darn sight better than your rapping. Is it really?
I mean, that's an awful lot of work to go to, just so that poor old MC Toon has to say, "Hello, I'm MC Toon, the world's second worst."
Yeah.
I mean, did you really feel the need to sort of dethrone him on that?
and then feel the need to share it with all of us. I must admit, though, no one tried to debunk your rapping. No.
Oh, the snark. I think I might have some lyrics forming about a certain gentleman.
My rapping only has to last from the night before Christmas to Christmas morning, and then they tear it apart anyways.
That's a good
Okay. So what kind of lyrics? Well, something flirty.
Oh, no, I think we'll leave this for after, but yeah, I think that someone who's in the chat definitely needs a song about them.
Okay. Well, you can DM me.
Yeah, I'll send you a message over it.
Go to sleep, now, little furfy. Go to sleep now, furfy. Never wake up again.
I like the comment from Hads. Dr. Dunning-Kruger isn't as smart as he thinks he is.
No, I disagree. I think Dunning-Kruger... I got on quite well with him, and I think Dunning is a pretty clever guy. And I would be surprised if Tom could debunk him. I really would.
Dr. Dunning-Kruger is literally a noted expert in every field of science, including ones that haven't even been discovered yet.
Exactly. And you can't get cleverer than that, really.
No. Good point.
Mr. S?
Yes?
Did you see the bit of work that myself, the Snark, did? It's like about Mr. Riley.
Possibly. Just remind me.
It was a little musical number. It's like, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to sing, but yeah, the Snark did okay.
I recorded one version which was not complete yet, and then I accidentally uploaded that one. So then I tried to put it in private, and it already had 5 views, so I left it there. And then I put up another one.
Was that the one that was Mr. Crowley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like a quick rendition,
Mr. Riley.
If you guys want to do a song, by all means.
What is wrong with your head? Oh, Mr. Riley is so full of lead.
Your misunderstanding's astounding.
You have no clue at all. You dazzle the flat part with bullshit. Yet sensitivity doesn't make things fall.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work over Discord, does it? Because you keep kind of
No.
working each other out.
Well, guys, I have a piece of music. It was going to, or it will be included in an upcoming video as part of the Mage series. Have a look or have a listen. Now, you'll probably have to listen to it on the stream, and it's only about 30 seconds long, guys. So I'm going to start it in a moment, but you won't hear it yet, so please don't talk over it, okay? And I'll tell you as soon as it's finished. So everyone, this was done for me. Let me just play this. Hopefully it'll come through. Let's give it a go. Where is it?
And I'll tell you as soon as it's finished. So everyone, this was done for me.
Whoever that is, you're going to have to switch off your mic. We're getting feedback, okay? Here we go.
Mr. Sensible. Mr. Sensible. Fighting stupidity.
Okay.
With logic and cheese.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I guess you guys are waiting for it to come through on the stream now, so I'll leave you to it a minute. Absolutely.
No, I just heard some of it on the stream. Yeah, pretty cool.
Wasn't it just? And
yeah,
the guy's name's just escaped me. Oh my goodness.
This is too great.
I will find out. He's done something for me before. I feel terrible about that. He often comes on the chat, on the side chat. I should be able to get it, but that's very annoying.
Mr. Sensible.
Yes.
Was there ever a rebuttal of your penumbra experiment? Asked Brother Grief.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, has he? Did you say? Oh, it's Christopher Durham. Chris Durham's done that music for me.
Ah, right.
Even I've done that. Done that experiment. Under penumbra.
Yes, thank you, Crafty Keeley. You got it, Chris Durham. Yeah, it just went straight out of my head. Was there ever a rebuttal? No, not really, Brother Grief. But he did a live stream yesterday or the day before, and I was just having a look and flicking through, and I saw pictures snapped from the experiment I did with the cardboard disc. And I thought, brilliant. But no matter where I went, skipping through the stream, the thumbnail was showing one thing. When I sort of clicked to select play to jump in at that point, it was showing something different. And I thought, oh, rats, this isn't working on YouTube. I'll just try and download it, and I'll be able to load it into my video editing software and then find out where it is. And the link wouldn't work. So there's something funny about that stream. So there's been no official video. So please, if you're on Mr. Thrive and Survive's channel, do ask him about the rebuttal video that he promised me. Oh, yeah, good night, the Mike one. Thank you.
He seemed to be inferring that he'd set up some sort of gotcha, that his challenge was going to be like a gotcha moment for people doing it.
Definitely.
But I'd say I've not seen anything. I mean, not I follow the guy. I mean, no. I don't subscribe to any of these.
Oh, like D-Marble on the airplane? Gotcha moment?
Oh. What, on an airplane and the spirit level's level?
Yeah,
the plane's flying, strangely enough, pretty level. Because if it wasn't, everybody's drinks would be in their laps, I mean.
Well, because the plane has to nosedive down in order to go around the Earth, right?
Yeah, right. That's because these idiots don't know how aircraft work. And they don't realise that when Mr. Oakley a while back came up with his angle of attack, but that's actually pertinent to how aircraft fly, and that the
Yes.
wing has to maintain the correct angle of attack to generate the lift.
But even if you think about it, if you're on an
back
aircraft
to
and
bubble.
if you actually had to dip the nose, you're going to push the stick forward. Is it forward? Yeah, forward, isn't it? on
Yes,
that?
forward.
So you push it forward a bit and you would dip. But then you're going in a straight line again, aren't you? So as you go further on the curve, you'd have to push it further forward. You're going to run out of push forward. That is correct, isn't it? It would,
Well, it's just like a car which you steer around a roundabout. You keep the front wheels in the same
All right.
position. Keep
But allow
Right.
me to remind you that he did claim that the electronics on the plane compensate for it, which is not completely untrue, but not in the way he says that it's true.
no.
No,
no.
Hang on, the electronics on a plane compensate for what exactly here? Because I'm pretty
Correct.
sure we managed flight a hell of a long time before we had electronics.
yeah. When did the
Yeah.
Writers manage it? 1900 what?
But planes travel rather quickly, and they have to compensate for the same thing like GPS compensates for. They have to compensate for the time it takes for electrons to reach them. Because they're traveling faster, they have to make actual adjustments. They have to constantly adjust for their magnetic compass. That's always adjusting, because remember that there's three
That's it.
norths. There's the actual physical north, and then there's a magnetic north, and then there's a compass north, which is very close to but not exactly at the magnetic north, depending on where you are. So there's all sorts of compensation going on, but there's no compensation for going around the Earth compensation.
But
That's
I just thought, if planes have to dip their noses, do birds have to dip their beaks? no, they haven't put forward this argument. I'm going to prepare to try and have to debunk that for when that argument comes up. Wow.
Well, you're saying
tenth of a degree every kilometer.
Yeah. I'm
About
worried.
Mr. Thrive and Survive. Mr. Thrive and Survive. It seems that he cannot say umbra and penumbra separately. He always says umbra,
Umbra,
penumbra.
penumbra.
It sounds like he doesn't even know what it is. Like he doesn't know what an umbra is or what a penumbra
I always
is.
think
Because he
of-
always says umbra, penumbra.
Abracadabra.
Dabra.
Umbra penumbra.
umbra, umbra. Oh, I love peanut butter sandwiches. Poof.
Oh, apparently, everybody,
Oh,
ice
yeah.
cream. I was going to say ice cream is on Crafty Keeler. I didn't mean it quite like that, but you know what I mean. Free ice cream on Crafty.
Oh well. I'd be
She'll
right on.
forgive me.
We all scream for me.
I've always been a big fan of ice cream.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear. Microraptors come up with another thing. Bats don't even have beaks, and no one's told them they can't fly. This is true.
Butterflies don't either. How do they fly?
Oh man.
Bats and mammal on top of that.
Yeah.
We're going to get trashed. If Multi Tom Tom is still in this stream, let's have a quick look. Participants. He's gone. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise, he would be using that as an argument. Oh, please, someone use a sock account and send him an email saying that birds would have to tip their beaks as well.
The other thing that always cracks me up is they maintain that if the plane did fly straight and level, that eventually, somehow, it would fly into space.
Yeah. Why did
Because if
NASA
the
never
Earth's
think
curved
of
and they're
this?
flying straight, then you'll fly into space, and it's like,
No.
no, you'll run out of air for the air-breathing engine.
If
way
you're
before
flying
you get
level all the time, you're going to be flying level with respect to the pull of gravity.
Yeah.
You have to literally fly straight.
No, don't be daft, because gravity's not real, is it? Gravity doesn't
Straight
exist.
level don't fit together.
Well, Osvaldo Greco says that penguins and hens have beaks and they can't fly. This is getting very
ostriches.
complicated.
Ostriches, emus, how many other flightless birds are there?
Tell
I'm not
me
gonna
more
mention
of this flightless bird science of which you speak.
Margaret Thatcher.
Badgers?
Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher. Like,
No, she wasn't. She wasn't a flightless bird. She went in lots of planes.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Of course, there's an extinct one, but I'm not mentioning that because that might invoke somebody, and I'm not going there.
Had says this is why curlews have curved beaks. Wow. To enable them to fly around the curve of the earth.
Does that mean that avocets fly the other way then because their beaks curve up?
And where do flamingos fly? Oh my God!
Well, are avocets?
Oh, they just fly south.
Avocets would do well in Australia, of course. They'd follow the curve okay there.
Oh, of course, yes, because their bills curve the other way, and that's upside down land in Australia. Yeah, that works. Oh dear. Oh, what about the kiwi then? Hang on a minute.
Sensible. Have you ever been uphill to Scotland?
Scotland doesn't exist. That's just fake. Hey, did you ever see that guy, that Scots guy, who said that was it England or London was fake? He'd actually been there, but he said it was fake.
I remember that. What was his bloody name? I remember him.
Yeah, I've seen it pop up, but yeah.
Well, St. Q, the Eastern Bloc puppets, just super chatted €2, saying 1 teaspoon of honey is a lifetime work of 12 bees. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I spent the summer working with bees, and I kept bees myself for 5 years. Absolutely fascinating hobby.
They work.
Wasn't it always the urban myth that the bumblebee aerodynamically shouldn't be able to fly?
I don't know.
Why don't you throw that Discord link I DM'd you into the side chat and tell him to sub to my Discord?
But is a bumblebee a mammal?
No,
it's an insect.
No, it's a bumble.
It's a bumble.
It's a humble bumble.
It's a bumble attempt.
Bumbles.
It's simply a bumbled attempt. That's all.
I'm doing that now, Glass. We had excuse me, Blue Marble Science on earlier, and there's a link to his channel further up. Here's a link to Glass Monster's channel. There we go.
Yeah.
That's in there.
And I'm now officially running on batteries.
A mamblebee. Rob Fowler says it's a mamblebee. I like that. It's a bumblebee. It's a bumblebee with nipples, basically.
I like basic trigs. A Dumbledore.
Let's see how long my batteries last.
Tusk says, I keep a bee, just one. It's a leaf cutter.
I have a half a bee.
Eric.
Eric.
Eric, the half a bee. Yes. That's a brilliant song, that. Unfortunately, I can't play it because YouTube will have me nuts for that. Do you remember that time we had...
Have you got a license for it?
Doesn't mean you can't share it in the DM.
Yeah, really.
Well, that's true. I mean, although anyone can search for Eric the Half a Bee. Brilliant song.
Just throw it in the general chat.
Got a license for me pet cat Eric, and I got a license for me pet bee Eric.
The cat detector van.
Neil Sullivan says he knows an experiment that would prove the globe model.
Really? There's never been one of those.
Oh, yeah, because I keep telling us there's no proof. The model doesn't work. There's too many mistakes with it.
I don't live on a model. Oakley.
Yes.
2020.
The only people who claim we live on a model are the flat earthers.
The sun is 4 miles away.
Involves clocks and...
How many miles away?
4.
How many miles?
4.5, really.
4.5 miles.
Yeah.
Well, if you listen to Lemon Bird, I think it's somewhere between 3,000 and 10,000 miles away, but he's not sure.
6 mile run.
But he's sure it's more than 3, but less than 10.
Yes.
Based on what?
93 million.
Based on the Bible.
Because that's just silly.
Hey, Crafty Keela, the waiting line here. She must have good...
So she is. Let's bring her in.
Add good stuff in, can't she?
Hello there, Keela. Where's the ice cream? You better have brought some.
No, forget the ice cream. I want the vodka.
Drew was right in the middle of telling me a story so profound that it would have changed the world.
All right, and you go back there. Bye. We'll pull her back in a minute. Let her have a.
That's cruel, Sensible. That was cruel.
I know.
Now the watchers are going down, Mr. Spencer.
Yeah, but
You do know that you do know that you're now pissing off the main master shill, right?
I'm not scared of Crafty. I created her. I can destroy her. No, Blue Marble.
You had to create her.
Blue Marble was having computer issues. I thought he'd gone, but he sat there in the live waiting room. I thought he was just, there since he disappeared, if you like. So she was talking to him. I'll bring him in. Actually, I wonder if they're both ready. I'll ask Colon, see what's happening. I'll send him a message.
Both quiet.
We'll find out. Probably easier.
Because they're not lighting up, so you might as well pull Crafty back.
Well, they're not muted.
No, but they're not lighting up, so there's nothing happening.
Well, she is now.
You don't see that if you're not in the same.
Oh, okay, there might be, yeah.
Yeah, you won't see it.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave you guys talking there for a second, and I'll hop over.
There's no females at all.
Hey, DM me when you want to come in, okay?
Oh, come here. Anytime. I was joking.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it is.
It would appear that Crafty Keeler has been very crafty. She wasn't talking to Blue at all. She was having a joke.
Oh, I was talking to Blue, but it wasn't profound. It was just about goats.
And you got thrown out of. Are you sure it was goats and not sheep?
Well, that's questionable. Ask Cats that question
I
next
know.
time you're talking to him.
Cat's the only man who can't tell the difference between a sheep and a goat.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny.
That was
How
funny.
are you, Mr. S?
Not so bad, Key. And which channel was it I saw you on? Was it last night on Fight, wasn't it, in the side chat? I'd gone to bed, couldn't sleep. I got up, thought I've got to grab a drink. And while the kettle was boiling, I just thought, I'll see what's happening with Fight the Flat, a 6-hour live stream special. Yeah. And I was in there for all of 2 minutes, I think, when I key.
Yeah, shocking.
But we had a good time,
just,
didn't
ran
we?
out of there so fast. Oh, it was brilliant. Oh, it was good.
You have a good time?
No, I think the best point for me, and it just reminded me there when the lads were singing, was the demonic Happy Birthday by Red's Rhetoric.
Oh, right.
I think that was the highlight for me of that stream.
I didn't see that bit. Like I said, I was only in there for a couple of minutes, and I didn't even have the sound on because I didn't want to wake anyone up. So
I always thought a highlight.
It's so funny when Team tried to whistle
into the jar.
Sorry, Mitch, I didn't catch that.
What?
Oh, wasn't it Mitch? Who was it?
I said it.
Oh, I missed that.
I said,
a glass.
I said a highlight for Ranty is aiming the stream into the jar.
Is that Ranty now, or is that Streaming Warrior?
That's
Streaming Warrior.
You're right. Sorry about that.
Actually, I had not heard that. I like that, Streaming Warrior.
But I'm pretty sure that Ranty would be there to drink it.
Oh no! That would be.
No, Dave would.
Allegedly Dave.
Allegedly Dave. Yes.
It would definitely be allegedly Dave.
No, he's been quiet for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, Microraptor suggests I have a conversation with Hans Wormhat. If anyone can get in touch with him and send him my way, I'll happily have a chat with him. I'd love to pick his brain.
That's the guy that Simon Dan covered today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah. I've done. What was it? Penguins. I've done him a couple of times. He's the one who thinks the Titanic was empty.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. No penguins and what was the other thing that he was saying wasn't real?
Pandas are just men in suits.
Pandas.
They're just men dressed up as pandas. They're not real pandas. They're blokes in furry costumes.
Oh, and he also thinks that hair dye, women's hair dye in supermarkets, is for men who want to look like women. It's really
right.
I'm not sure.
It's a little bit more than hair dye, I think.
Well, I'm just not sure how much is being a po just for the clicks, how much is stupidity, and how much is a mental health issue. To be honest, Just not
Yeah,
sure.
just remember
Yeah.
when you go to the Arctic, watch out for the CGI penguin guards.
But if they're CGI, they can't cause you a problem, can they?
Well, if they're penguins in the Arctic, they've got to be sea.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Yeah,
As
but
penguins aren't native to the Arctic, which is why you don't see polar bears in the Antarctic.
Yeah, but didn't he also say that the flat Earth model you usually see is the wrong way around? He thinks that the North Pole is the outside.
What, the South Pole is? Oh dear, yeah, that's even as wrong models go. That
Dumb.
that really, yeah, that is dumb. Blimey.
Oh, yeah, because what was his point again? He said, well, there you got all those big countries up in the top. You can't squeeze them all into the center.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Don't make me relive that video. Please stop. Just no.
Relive the video.
No. No,
Now.
I need therapy. No, come on.
Come on.
I mean, that worm hat guy needs a checkup from the neck up. He's not right.
Definitely.
Clive Wells says the penguins killed off all the polar bears in the southern hemisphere. That's why you never see them together.
I think,
Ah,
I think maybe his mother drank a few bottles of Dettol while she was pregnant.
I don't know.
Meet a real polar bear.
I've got a feeling that Hans Wormhat is an epsilon minus semi-moron. That's what it was, wasn't it? In 1984.
Yeah, I think I'd give him a delta minus.
Delta minus.
He can speak and read, for Christ's sake. I mean, he's an idiot, but he can speak.
Oh dear.
I know where he got the pandas from. There was an old either I think it was a Friday or a Saturday night comedy series over here, Who Dares Wins, and it was the old Cambridge set of David McGrath, Jimmy Mulville, and one of their recurring sort of scenes was two pandas in a zoo. And whenever the keepers had gone away, these two pandas turn around and start talking, because obviously two blokes in panda suits. And I just remember the bit where they had this guy came in and he had to get sperm samples from these two male pandas. And I just remember him saying, I wonder how he describes his job. I wonder what he puts on his passport or anything. The other panda just goes, he probably just calls himself a panda wanker. And it's just one of those scenes that just sort of sticks in the head, you know. But it was late on either a Friday or Saturday night. I can't remember. And it was probably a Channel 4 thing. But yeah, it was called Who Dares Wins. And it was all those characters that went on to do things like Chelmsford 1, 2, 3 and that sort.
Well, S. Thurston 2's in the side chat. He's had several guesses at the acronym MAGE from my project. The latest is minuscule Antarctic gravitational eccentricity.
Well, that's not bad.
No, there was another one he did earlier on. I can't find that right now. So people are guessing.
Well, I'm not even trying to guess what your little secret project is, because
I hope you're going to join us for the premiere and the live stream.
I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't miss it at all. I'm really, really excited to see what it is, but I'm one of these people that even if I did figure it out, I wouldn't understand it without an explanation.
I'm not
even going to try. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to wait until you present what you have to present.
Well, I was going to say, so if I said to you, Keela, look, I'll tell you what, if you want to know, I will email you exactly what it is. Would you rather know like that, or would you think, no, I'll wait for the surprise?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No. I'm not going to. But so, would you prefer to wait for the surprise?
Yeah.
I'm someone delayed gratification. I'd rather wait for Christmas Day. Do you know what? One time when I was a kid, we were going away for Christmas, and the presents were under the tree, and I sneaked. One wasn't. It was a big box, and it wasn't really well wrapped. You know, so you could just lift the paper and look in. And I saw what it was, and I thought it was brilliant. And then I thought, oh. When I come back and open it, it's not going to be a surprise. And that was the only time I ever was tempted. I never ever did it again because of that. I just don't want to do surprises.
The only thing that makes me nervous is when people use my name and say, "Oh, I have something to tell you later," and then that's what I'd fixate on.
Oh, what is it they're going to tell me?
I'm like, oh shit, what did I do now? Crap.
Oh dear.
What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, so that you mentioned there at the start of the stream that I mentioned in your video in passing.
Tomorrow.
I'm like,
yes,
crap.
yes.
Crap.
You are.
What have I done? What have I
Well,
done?
you are mentioned.
Yes. So thank you for that. But I'm a bit nervous now. That I will fixate on. I'm like, what did I do to either earn a mention
tomorrow,
in a good thing or a bad thing?
It's out at 21:15 BST tomorrow, 9:15. So Keela, do not think about it all day, okay? Instead, stay up tonight and worry all night long.
Thank you so much for that.
That's all right.
Crafty, don't you think people will get more scared when you say you want to talk to them?
I don't know, because I don't see myself as having that much authority, to make people worried.
Well,
I would hope.
You don't see yourself?
Irish Demon did sound pretty scared.
Oh, in the plot hole. Oh, fuck.
Hey!
Crafty,
Hold!
you say you don't see yourself?
That was
Look
not me.
there.
Hold everything, guys. Hold everything. I've just seen.
It wasn't me.
I've
Everything
just
is a lot
seen.
of things.
Guys, just a second. I've just seen in the side chat, tomorrow is Surf's birthday. Surf is my 100th subscriber. Happy birthday, Surf. Honestly, happy birthday.
Sir, from me, already happy birthday, because for me and the Snark, it's already the next day. So.
Hang on.
Yes, it is.
Mr. S, if I send you, if Colon sends you the audio recording of Red's Rhetoric's Happy Birthday song, when you play it,
It's
a bit demonic, but it's good.
If it's not a copyright thing, I'll give it a go.
It's Red's Rhetoric. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't. That's true.
And it was on Fight's stream last night, so he doesn't mind.
Yeah. Well, if it comes through,
send it to you.
because
Everybody.
I can always play this one. I've got another bit. While we're waiting for that, I've got another birthday one. Guys in Discord, you have to wait for it to come through on the stream. Let me play this one that I was given. Hold on.
Happy birthday to you.
Guys in Discord,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Sensible. Happy birthday to you. Boo boop be doo.
Absolutely lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, so is this link come my way? Oh, see. Right, here we go. This is Red's Rhetoric's Happy Birthday song. So, guys, again on Discord, you won't hear it for 30 seconds. So, if you could hang fire and not talk for a minute, otherwise you'll be talking straight over the top of the song. I'll start playing it. Oh, it's 47 seconds long. I'll play it. It's first time on me. I've not heard this. Just before I do, second best Bob's just super chatted £5 saying, "Hey, I've just come from Ranty's channel. They're not answering any of my questions." Well, no surprise there. Okay, let's play this Red's Rhetoric Happy Birthday. Oh, yeah, go on, open now.
Many years ago today, something grew inside of your mother. That thing was you. Did she scream? Did she cry? Only those are born the ones that get to die. One more year closer to dying. Rotting organs, ripping, crying. Biological discourse. Birthday equals self-abhorrence. You keep passing, aging, always muting into vapid slugs. Doctor gives a new prescription. Bullet in a fucking gun. One more year closer to die. Plastic surgeons build your life. You forget why you came in here. You're my Ross with every new year. RSVP, please. For the death of thee. You have little time, and you're running out of life. Happy birthday! You're gonna die!
What on earth was that?
You're welcome.
Outstanding.
Yes.
I love Red.
That was interesting, wasn't it? Hey,
We did a
Globo
happier
Mom.
version of it, but that was class.
I didn't say. And Global Mom's there in the side chat. Yeah, it was Global Mom that did that birthday song to me.
Well,
That was brilliant.
Oh man, that is demonic. That's sick.
I did say it
Yeah.
was a little demonic. I love
Yep.
that song. That's my new ringtone. Just to freak people out.
Yeah, Glober.
Here's my ringtone.
That's not a ringtone. That's just a
Yeah,
ring.
it is.
That's just a ring.
Well, yeah.
Clive Wells said, "Reds is available for kids' parties."
Oh, well.
I kept asking him last night. When's he releasing his children's record?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Oh, man.
That'd be great.
Reds or Natalie? What do you want at your kid's birthday party?
I'm still waiting for Blue to do up that children's storybook, an audio book. That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't it just?
Blue
That is
has one of those Stephen Fry voices that you could just
Hmm.
listen to for hours.
Microraptor says, "Mage, magical aerodynamic gigantic Englishman. Monstrous, angry, grievous evisceration." Where are you going with this, S. Thurston 2?
Well, S. Thurston, I think, is describing Reds.
It could be. It could be. But
Oh, that was fun.
it was fun. I've just
I said,
realised it's now just over 70 hours. God. Let's
I
make
think-
this a 70-hour live stream and go straight into the reveal on Friday.
But
No,
anyway,
you're
my
in
take
here
on
now.
me-
I'm not going to let you out. You're locked in.
Nope.
It's going to be like when, what's his name? He was here earlier on the stream. We had it was one of my early streams, and him and these two guys, they were both drinking whiskey, and they both fell asleep and were snoring on the stream. I had to boot them out in the end. That was interesting.
And
Anyway,
thank you
my-
for showing us Arnie. I love seeing Arnie.
He's great, isn't he?
I
Every
found
stream
out,
needs an Arnold.
Yes.
Yeah, I found out the other day that Simon Dan has a Maine Coon.
Hmm.
And he wouldn't show us his Maine Coon because it's like 10 kilos. I was like, show us the Maine Coon!
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what of it?
I was
10 kilos. That's like it's getting on for 4 of my cat. Bloody hell. My cats are tiny compared to that.
I was with a friend today, and they had a very young cat, very lively and very small.
Speaking of flat Earth music, I just put in the YouTube chat the link to the Flat Earth family singing.
Oh,
I done those,
awful.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll play that in a minute.
No,
Or some of it.
I'm so depressed half the time.
It's only a minute long. It's not that bad.
Bjorn
What I
Kamitz.
found funny.
Bjorn Kamitz
It's
said he
like
wouldn't
wait for
have
that
your
minute.
Bjorn Kamitz wouldn't have your ringtone, Mitch. He would have the Muppets singing "Mena Mena." Boop, boop, ba-da-doo.
Oh yeah,
Brilliant.
No, Baby Shark maybe.
Sorry.
Baby Shark, get Baby Shark in there. I was just saying, that family who do the singing, the Flat Earth singing,
Yes.
they can't memorize like what 10 lines.
I know. I know.
No, they have to keep
Sitting
looking
there
at the
reading
crib
it
sheet,
from
don't
the
they?
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so depressing. So
They're
depressing.
still getting guesses. Mysterious acronym, guess everything by Microraptor. But yeah, my take on it is a masterful annihilation of globe-denying egg handlers.
Could be. Do you know what my
Probably
biggest
not.
fear is? My biggest fear is not of the experiment working. Not of the experiment failing. My biggest fear is not of doing the experiment and proving flat Earth. My biggest fear is showing you all the experiment and you'll go, oh, is that all it is? After all this build-up.
You see, this is the. I told that about Crafty as well. This is the other side of Dunning-Kruger. You know things, you do things, and you can't do them, and you're still not convinced of yourself.
Well, I don't know. I just I'll tell you what. Even if every single person said, "Oh, that's boring," or "I'm not interested in that," or "That's a letdown," do you know what? I am still excited about it. I am genuinely looking forward to it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still a win. But I do hope that people think, "What a good idea." Now, farmers.
I think you caught our attention, and I think a lot of us are going to be there.
Good, I hope so. And do please, everybody, feel free to drop comments on Flat Earthers videos if you happen to be there. You know, response. Oh, by the way, have a look at this link. Mr. Sensible is coming up to do a secret project, an experiment, to try and finally decide flat versus globe.
Well, here's the thing. I'm currently working on. I'm finishing up a video with who is it? Trying to think. My brain is gone.
It wasn't
Professor
me.
Phil Bell. Professor Phil Bell. It's a challenging conspiracies one, and I'm hoping that it'll be out by Friday.
Okay.
So I might drop a little thing at the end saying, "Go to Mr. Sensibles."
I'd appreciate that, Keela. I had a couple of people asking, going to the Premiere link, which is live now, and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
We have
5 days." Well, yeah, but the whole point was that other creators. I know MC Toon's done it, and I've got a whole bunch of others who said they're going to. I don't know if they have or not. I hope they have.
Dan said he would on Thursday or Friday. I think.
Nice one.
Because I've been poking him on his live streams with the Simon Dan Plays.
Yes, I did email him. I did email him a couple of days ago, but he's not the best for getting back. I understand he's a busy guy. That's fine. But yes, if you could remind him, that would be brilliant. So other creators who are sworn to secrecy and do know what this is are giving shout-outs pointing to the live premiere. So I had to have a link for them to point to rather than just point at Mr. Sensible channel.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, we have Pub Chat on the iNetwork on Thursday. So we have the British one starting, I think it's 10 p.m. And then the kind of North American one starts then later than that. Well, I'm on the Pub Chat at 10 o'clock.
Wow.
So I'll mention it there.
Thank you. I honestly think that it could be one of those things that generates like the whole Black Swan thing. We know that it didn't show what they wanted to show, but it generated an awful lot of discussion and argument.
Yeah.
And I hope that this one, this will too. You know, and from the people I have told, they think it's a worthy experiment.
Well, when I get excited about a series or a show, then I do promote it. Like, for instance, over on the iNetwork, Pain in Progress is awesome. You should check it out.
Yes.
I'm terrible.
It's
terrible.
Crafty, you gonna join us on the big 24-hour stream that Demon's putting out?
Of course. He got into
better.
As soon as he decided on it, he messaged me on Discord and he was like, "Do you want to be a part of this?" And I was like, "Yeah, the Trevor Project is something very, very important as well." For people that don't know, the Trevor Project works with at-risk LGBT youth in America, and they do have links all over the world. But they're such an important organization. So yeah, of course I'll be there.
What all topics are we allowed to speak of? I'd like to at least clarify at least a little bit of that if we can, or give me a private.
Hang on, you think people are that organized for a 24-hour live stream? It's like, dude, everything and nothing is going to be spoken about on that live stream. It's
Flat Earth,
but
Earth.
The problem is you actually might not hear any of it because I'm doing the technical side.
Oh God, no.
Well, hey, I heard that, Keela.
We're screwed.
I heard that. Oh man.
Mr. Sensible, did you see my guess in the chat?
I've seen there's been loads of guesses in there, Brainus. Which was your guess?
Mighty Accelerator Globe Evaluator.
Melt all globe evidence.
Send me a private chat of what the secret really is. I won't tell anyone.
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
No can do.
No can do.
I won't tell anyone.
The accelerator globe evaluator, moron, a fails, gat, equinome.
You'll have to wait
Oh,
till
people, you're
Friday,
amazing.
Glass.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Measles are global endemic.
Oh.
Well done, David Oliver. Nice.
Measuring
And
angles,
then-
gravity, and elevation.
That's not bad, is it?
I think
You
mine
knew
was
about
a bit
the Flirt's
complicated.
brand new science term now that they have. Pushatrons.
Martin H.
The
Beautiful.
Pushatrons.
Look, on certain live streams that I've been on, people keep asking me about my name. Because a few people have said I couldn't find you when I did try. Now, I'm always in the chat. You'll be able to spell my name by just looking at my comments in the chat.
Yes.
It's Crafty Keela, not Craft Tequila. Just to clear that up.
Craft Tequila.
For anyone that is
I
confused.
got a whole bottle of that right beside me.
I never even heard of it, to be honest. I
What,
chose
tequila?
my name when I was gaming.
You've never heard of
No,
tequila?
I've heard of tequila.
Really?
Not craft. Not craft.
Was it 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor?
Floor.
Just 3? Nah.
Only 3?
Well,
You're
I've-
lightweight, aren't you?
I've
You
only
do drink it by the pint, don't you?
I've only tried it once and I nearly threw up, I'm afraid.
Nasty stuff.
Aw, poor
Oh no,
thing.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I do like tequila. I really like tequila, but my name wasn't chosen for tequila.
No.
Yes.
Just want to sum that up. Like, just want to clear it up.
Oh,
There's
no.
misconceptions. I've never even heard of the term craft before.
Craft.
Cheese.
Kraft is strength in German.
Yes. Don't they also make cheese?
Yes.
Kraft.
Yeah.
Kraft. Yeah, Kraft cheese.
Kraft sauces. We
And even
use
with
that.
that, I'm convinced that it's still craft with a K, not a C. But anyway, I digress.
Oh.
Maybe it used to be. Is this part of the Mandela effect? Mm.
No.
Could be.
The marijuana effect.
Yeah, well, it could be, couldn't it?
Well, can't be the marijuana effect because I'm already under the influence and it's not messing me up.
Ooh.
Yeah, Glover Mom just clarified. Kraft is a food brand in the US.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
Yes.
getting.
Yep.
Yeah. See, with a K, with a K.
Yes,
But,
with a C, it means something totally different.
Yeah. Crafty with a C is like arts and crafts, and
That's
I'm
right.
I'm useless at that. So don't ask. No.
We also
no.
call Freemasonry the craft.
The Kraft, yes.
Well,
That'd be- that'd be-
Freemasonry is if you got Freemasonry, I could use a chimney built that doesn't cost anything.
You wouldn't want to. I've been a Freemason for 15 years, but you would not want me up on your roof, dude. Trust me.
You
Plus, of course, crafty with a C over here also means you're a little bit, you know,
Little bit iffy.
Well,
little bit. Oh,
I mean,
Kraft crisp.
Bjorn says about Kraft being in Sweden. I mean, Kraft foods. There's loads of stuff like they do Dairy Lee triangles, aren't they? I'm sure they're Kraft.
that's it. I think that's craft. Yeah.
Yeah. Whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
If they make that cheese that's like not made with organic material, it's fascinating stuff.
Well, they got butter that's not made with organic material. They call it margarine.
It's like a coal tar derivative or something. I don't know what the hell that is.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
Nothing like a bit of coal tar derivative on your toast in the morning.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick with butter, thank you. Unsalted, of course. Yeah.
Unsalted?
Yes.
Oh my god! No! That's just wrong. No, that's wrong.
No.
No.
Unsalted. It's
Dude,
just
butter
like
is
tasteless fat.
Butter
Salted
is
butter.
the orgasm of toast, man. You can't. It's not the same without it.
Sorry, what's that, Mitch?
I only have butter and lard for when I'm frying things.
Okay, yeah. And I'm sure you use unsalted, or could I use unsalted for cooking? But on toast, unsalted butter doesn't taste of anything. It's just some tasteless yellow.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No, I'll have to watch me salt intake.
Well, go without something else.
I already tried to go without bloody sugar. That don't leave much.
Hey, FE peer review. Good night. Check the video tomorrow night.
Surf just said, Team and Radical keep picking on him because the bots won't say it right.
All right.
Because what the bots keep saying is SYRPH instead of surf. So
Oh,
you actually have to change to SURF for the bots to pick it up. It's funny.
Oh dear.
All right. I'm going to head out. I think either my dinner's ready or I'm supposed to be at an orgy. I missed the first round.
Sorry, an orgy?
I missed the first round. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna head out.
But
Good
I guess
evening.
you'll look impressive in round 2 then, Mitch.
How many girls are at the orgy?
I haven't got upstairs yet.
Solo orgy.
Hey, Mitch, you take care, my friend.
Before I go, I just had my colleague's wife, 40 years old, 6-year-old son, first grade teacher, died on Friday afternoon from COVID-19. Do not mess around with COVID-19. Now I know somebody who lost somebody. It's going to happen to you. Got to be careful. Don't let anybody bullshit you into being incautious. Stay strong. Take care, everybody. Be safe.
All the best, Mitch.
Make sure they don't trick you into being a COVID Karen.
All the best, Mitch, and say big hi to Julie, yeah? And give her a hug for me.
Sure will. Take care, everybody.
All the best, man.
See you,
Bye-bye.
Mitch.
A friend of mine, well, you'll know him, Mr. Sensible, Jut Monk, the drunk monkey.
Oh,
His
yes, I know
grandmother-
Jut.
Yeah, his grandmother passed away of COVID.
God.
So, I mean, yeah, it is real. It has to be taken seriously. Like, there's no two ways about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did you see Right Hand?
Oh,
Mom did a video.
Oh, Brainless, you're in trouble.
Why?
Because I just did a video about his COVID mask video. And you obviously weren't watching.
And you just said Glober Mom instead of Mr. Sensible.
Sorry, I did. What?
No, Brandon Steele did.
Yeah, well, Brainless, I just did a video about you talk about his DIY COVID mask.
Yes.
Yeah. The same one that's in my video that you apparently haven't watched.
What about those big fancy designer super open lace COVID masks?
Oh, not well. They got big holes in to make it easier to breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes, I've seen photos of some of them. Yeah, they're made out of lace. You know, for very feminine designs for the lady. Yeah, they don't actually do anything. It's like wearing a pair of old knickers across your face. You know?
But did you see that guy? I'm not sure if it was a street in Oxford or Oxford Street in London, who walked around. He made a pair of underpants from about 2 or 3 masks and just walked around just wearing those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, 10 out of 10 for good thinking.
Not something I want to visualize.
No. Minus several million for style.
Cool, not half. I mean, yeah, I take this thing very seriously because unfortunately, the medication I'm on puts me in the highest risk bracket.
Oh man, you be careful, yeah.
Oh no, I am. I mean, I pretty much only come into contact with the general public sort of once or twice a week when I go shopping, and you just put a mask on and just be a bit sensible about it. But yeah, the drugs I'm on, one of their main side effects is they lower your body's immune system.
Yeah.
Hey, just what you want when there's a virus running rampant.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we can test her out. Come on over and we'll have a COVID party. Not.
No,
I was reading recently about someone who went to a COVID party, and for those who don't know, that's a party where someone who has got confirmed corona holds a party, so all their friends can come along and prove that it's not real and you can't catch it. And this lad, I don't know if he's 20s or 30s maybe, caught it and passed it on to his dad. And I'm not sure his dad actually died at the point of the story, but he was certainly in ICU.
Yeah,
he did.
Chuffing idiot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember your woman who went to one with her 17-year-old daughter. The church was having, or some people from the church were having a COVID party, and the 17-year-old ended up dying. Like that's vicious. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's
because
evil.
you're young doesn't mean you're not going to make it.
No, that's right. I mean, your chances are better, but it's no guarantee.
No.
I miss
Yeah,
words
global
that,
mom.
all I
Global
can
mom.
think
It
of
was something like his last words of the 30-year-old.
yes.
I think this was a bad idea.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And there was that guy in the States who was protesting, saying that the whole thing was a fake, and he was the first person in his county to actually contract it, and he died from it. I mentioned that in a video once. I was very, very sad. You don't come back from a lesson like that.
David Albert says even a cat got COVID. Yeah, there is a cat in the UK, I think, that has COVID, but there's no evidence that you can contract it from your pets.
No.
So do not go out and dump your pets because you think they have COVID. That just makes you an irresponsible asshole.
Yep.
Because that's being done right now. Sorry.
Oh,
Bent
these
over.
protests sounds a little bit like there was a protest, well, it's a long time ago now, about motorbike riders, and they were protesting about having to wear helmets. So there they went, and one of them got in an accident and died because he fell on his head.
Yeah.
It amazes me. I mean, I ride a motorbike, and I go around, and people. I've seen people with crash helmets on, but they're riding a motorbike in shorts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like you just think you've never actually fallen off a motorbike, have you? Because anybody who's fallen off a motorbike, even at just slow speed, knows how much it hurts, particularly if you find yourself grinding down the road. And that's when you've got all the proper kit on. And when this guy, I saw him the other day. I was out and about, and it wasn't a moped, it was a proper motorbike, and he'd got a t-shirt and shorts and trainers on. And
It'd be like
you come off, you are suddenly going
sliding
to
over a cheese grater.
It's exactly. I've seen photos of people who they've come off, and one particular shot, it was an arm, and you could see all the bones in his arm because there was nothing there. It had been ground off on the road, and it's like, no, just no. Don't care how hot it is.
Blue Marble Science makes an excellent point. You can't fix stupid.
No, you can't.
No, but you can nail more dumb to it.
Yeah. Nail them up, I say.
Riding a motorcycle without leathers? That's a Darwin Award nominee if there ever was one.
No,
Yeah.
other materials are available now.
Yes,
Kevlar, leather, more Kevlar.
Yeah, I have a textile jacket. I prefer that more than the leather one. But I've had people ask me if I'm out on the bike and I do a bit of shopping, and if you use the till, I've had it before. Aren't you hot in all that? Yes, I am very hot in all this. But if I come off, the chances are I'm not going to lose a pound or two of flesh. You've got all your trousers and your boots and your jacket, the gloves, the crash helmet, da-da-da-da-da. Yes, it does. Sometimes it gets so hot, I'd rather take the car because the car's got air conditioning.
Yeah. I came off once at 180 kilometers an hour, and thank God I had chainmail on.
Microraptor, one cross each, line on the left.
Yep. Only joking, freedom.
They said I hadn't done anything and I could go.
Off you go.
We had to get back to Python. We always get back to Python, wouldn't we? Hey, years back, I when I was 16, I had a moped, and 17, I had a small motorbike, and I was driving along a country road that I knew quite well. It was a sharper than 90 degrees turn. It was downhill to the corner and uphill. I knew it was there. I was not going fast anyway. It was through a village, and I was slowing down, ready to take that turn. And all things being equal, I would have taken that turn very, very well. No issues at all. I was probably going around that corner about 10 miles an hour, really slow. What had happened is it'd been raining a day or two before, and it had washed sand and gravel down there.
Oh,
it was right.
I get that all the time around here.
It was right across that corner. Of course, I had no choice but to turn, and all that happened was the bike slipped away from under me, and so I just slid only a few feet on my side. It bent one of the pegs. I was absolutely all right, and it didn't damage me in any way. But I got off and thought, I knew it was coming. I was driving safely. and I still could have got injured. I still come off that bike. I did nothing wrong. There was no,
Yep.
and at that point I said to myself, I'm going to learn to drive instead. And it's nothing against bikes. I like them. I can certainly appreciate the attraction. I also had a friend who was a perfectly safe driver, and he was driving in the outside lane on a two-lane road, and the car he was overtaking decided to pull out into the side of him. It smashed his leg. He had it pinned, and it smashed in the side of his chest. He spent a long time in hospital. He's okay, but this has got to be 35 years ago. He still walks with a limp, and the really sad thing was he was a champion cornet player. He was national standard cornet player, and because of the damage to his chest, he never played again.
No.
And he'd done nothing wrong, you know.
You never know what's around the corner. I get that problem around here. The little back roads and little villages, they're cracking roads to ride on. But once it rains, everybody's got bloody gravel drives. Yeah. And of course, they're all higher than the road. And what's it do? It washes the gravel drives out into the road. And you come around the corner and you have one of those moments where you leave a ridge in the seat where you've gone, huh? Yep.
He really is the Messiah. I should know. I'd follow the few.
Oh, that was Spike Milligan, wasn't it? Was that Spike Milligan?
No.
No,
Spike Milligan
was
Life of Brian. It's Life of Brian.
Spike Milligan was in the Life of Brian.
He was in it, wasn't he? Because he sort of
He
says
was
that
in that scene.
Yeah, he says that prayer, and everyone else wanders off, and he's there, sort of clenching and unclenching his fists, isn't he?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that was his sort of 30 seconds.
Follow the holy God. God, I love that film.
Absolutely we watched that the other a week or so ago on Pip's channel.
Absolutely.
Who's this God follower you're talking about? Who is that?
It's
God.
Absolute classic film. Just
You've never seen it, Glass? The Life of Brian.
No, you said this God follower. You were saying, God, I love that film. I was wondering who this God follower was.
I see. Well, he's in the film.
Okay.
Well, Jesus is. Briefly.
Briefly, yes. Blessed are the cheesemakers.
Cheesemakers?
It's the meek. The meek. Oh, that's good. They have hell of a time, don't they?
I just love that. Oh, blessed are just about anybody with a vested interest in the status.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, he ate my juniper berries. A miracle.
A miracle.
The bush brought forth juniper berries. Well, of course it brought forth juniper berries. It's a juniper bush.
I was blind and now I can see. Ah.
I tell you what, my next stream, I'm not going to bother to appear. I won't worry about advertising. I'll just shove a copy of Life of Brian on and I'll sit and watch it as well. I'm Brian and so's my wife.
Oh, that's just a work of
I like
genius,
that. Clive says, not just the cheesemakers, any producer of dairy products. Are you sure you mean that, Clive? Dairy products.
Yeah, there's something wrong with spelling today.
Actually, speaking of spell checks, I was watching it while I was here because I'm able to really watch 2 streams at once because I use earphones and I have like 3 sets of earphones and I'm able to multitask. Yay!
Yeah.
But I was watching Ryder Dinosaur's video on JM Truth and his awful spell checking.
Oh man,
that guy can't spell to save his life, can
he loses his shit every time Ryder Dinosaurs is even mentioned.
He doesn't like it. He's definitely.
Yeah, well, how can you call yourself a writer then?
Crafty Creela, why would you need to have 3 sets of headphones? Why wouldn't you just use a headphone switcher?
No. Not headphones, earphones. Because I have 3 different devices.
You can still use an earphone, aka headphone switcher, and have only 1 pair of headphones, aka earphones.
No, I like earphones. No, no, just no.
I like over the ear headphones. I can't abide on the ear, and earbuds just drive me bloody crazy.
Oh, Oh well, there are some good ones.
Anxiety. I have anxiety. That's the thing. And because I'm a carer as well, there are times where he'll call me downstairs to do something, and I'm up here doing work or on a live stream, and I'll be called down or I'll be called out to do something. So I never like to have my ears fully covered. So yeah, I usually use earphones because I can have the earphone halfway out my ear.
Yeah.
And so I can still hear what's happening in the house.
I can still hear external sounds, though.
I can get you an audio injector if you wish, and you can put a microphone downstairs, and they'll inject the audio from that mic into your headphones in case somebody says something. Then you can set the gain. That will solve that problem too. I have audio technology.
Me
Glass
plus
monster
tech equals no. Like I'm still learning the basics of editing videos, which is a challenge. But yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, it's fun work though. I've done a few actually small movies. I did the editing.
Oh wow! David Oliver has just super chatted £5 saying, "Watch the Holy Grail in Lego, Mr. S. Absolutely amazing and hilarious. Exactly the same film, but in Lego." Oh, do you know? I would love to. I didn't even know they'd done that.
I haven't seen the whole film in Lego, but there was a special edition of the DVD, and you know the bit where they go, they find Camelot, and they do that whole little dance routine. I've seen that done in Lego, and that's just brilliant. You know the whole bit where it's only a model.
Yeah.
With
Ham and jam and Spamalot.
And it's all done in Lego. Absolutely brilliant.
We need a link to that movie in my Discord so I can watch that after the stream.
Yeah, I've just seen a comment there from Microraptor saying, "If I get on Ryder Dinosaur stream, will he try to ride me?" I don't know, and I'm not going to answer that question. You'll have to take it up with Ryder of Dinosaur.
That's a loaded question, blimey.
I know, right? There's so many ways to take that question. Christ almighty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now she's mentioning
it reminds me.
Bible. Oh, that was great.
It reminds me of the best line in cinema history, which is the most cringeworthy line in cinematic history, the Golden Compass, where Lyra is out with the polar bear and he's like trying to get him to go somewhere, and he's like, I remember working in the cinema when this came out, and the line that just cracked every adult up. "You wish to ride me?"
Yeah.
That was said in a PG fucking movie.
Yeah, but they can get away with that in certain films. I think Shrek had a lot of that. I think I took my lads at the time to watch Shrek, and there are lots of times when all the adults in the cinema are laughing.
Yeah, but that's like pantomime, isn't it? There's jokes at two levels. That's the beauty of pantomime.
Yeah.
And for our American friends, pantomime is not mime, as in Marceau. That's something totally different than British pantomime.
Pantos. I love pantos. They're funny.
You know, I've been in a couple, Crafty. Like quite a few, actually.
Dressed up.
As Dame.
Fairy godmother.
As Dame
Fairy
twice.
godmother.
I've been one of the Ugly Sisters, and I was a
Nice.
Dame in Jack and the Beanstalk as well.
Ah, brilliant. I used to, because as a kid I was in variety groups, so I did the panto scene for a while. Up until about 15 years old, I was on the Gaiety and the Olympia.
It's just such good fun.
In Ireland, so it is.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I used to dread that time of year when I was a kid because the parents would say, "We're going to panto." No, please don't.
But I bet it's no. I don't want to go. But you actually enjoyed it when you were there.
No,
I used to perform in like 2 shows a year, like separate times of a year. There used to be one in the summer, and then obviously the Christmas pantos. So, that was my life for what, 12 years. Really? I was 4 when I started, 5 when I started.
Sure.
That was crazy.
Well, Had says Mr. S showed us his Dame. I did show my Dame in one of my videos.
That's right.
Yeah, we had some Swedish friends, and they had family over from Sweden, and really, really nice couple with a girl about 13 years old. And we said, come along to the panto in our village. Okay, what's that? And they just thought, oh, he's doing some singing or something. And when they saw it, and that time I was the dame, that they could not believe it. And of course, I made sure I knew where they sat, and I got them involved in it. And they were just cracked up laughing. They'd never seen anything like it. It was brilliant.
Well, I just wanted to say goodbye to Blue Marble Science. He's going back to his Cavendish.
Okay, Blue. Good luck with
See
it,
you
pal.
later, Blue.
And thanks for joining us tonight. And Daniel Pratt's water heater super chat for $2, $2 saying my whole life is double entendres and innuendo.
I saw that.
Hey, Blue Marble, if you need a 61-inch lead sphere, let me know.
The postage will be a bitch, though.
Yeah.
I asked the barman for a double entendre and he gave me one. Ba-dum.
Yeah, I ain't got any symbols here. Oh, dear.
9 says he saw the Holy Grail in pantomime. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Doing Monty Python's Holy Grail as pantomime.
Be that difficult because
He's
in
not the
fairness, they
Messiah.
do
He's a
ride
very
around
naughty boy.
That's Life of Brian.
That's Life of Brian.
But they do ride around. They do ride around in the wooden horse.
Yes.
So with the clip cloppers, the coconuts. So
Yep.
it wouldn't be actually that hard to restage as a panto.
And of course, Castle Anthrax, every time he goes from room to room, that's all filmed in the same room. So you could do that on the stage quite easily. Because they just filmed from like looking at 3 different walls, and it just looked like he was running from room to room.
Yeah.
They're just moving the camera around because they were cheapskates, because they had to be.
No budget.
So how do they get a coconut into a temperate region then?
Carry it there?
It's not the swallows.
African or European?
Well, it couldn't be African because they're non-migration.
That's the thing, you have to know these things.
Oh, what is happening to this?
Oh yeah, how'd you know so much about swallows? Well, you got to know.
You have to know these. Do you know what? I use that all the time with my kids for all sorts of things. I don't know. Almost anything. We're at the zoo, and I'll say, well, you know, those are so and so monkeys. How do you know that? And I say, well, you have to know these things when you're a dad, you know. And I still use it today, you know, whenever I can. Well, you have to know those things when you're a dad.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have but one punishment at Castle Anthrax. You must spank her.
And after you spanked her, you must spank me.
Andy!
And he goes, well, I suppose I could stay a bit longer.
Let me stay and face the peril.
Yeah.
No, it's too perilous. Oh, man. We're just... next time I'm going to get a link to the script and I'll just post that and everyone can read it.
Yeah.
Give me long enough, I could probably write it from memory.
Yes. Hey, wouldn't
That's
that
the
be
sad thing?
Wouldn't that be interesting to actually do that? To see how far I could get word for word?
Yes.
It'd be quite interesting.
What probably helps is I do actually have the script here for all the Monty Python films and the series.
Yeah, I used to have it. I gave it to a friend.
Yeah.
I could program my robotic bass and robotic drums to play a tune.
That doesn't help with Monty Python, though.
No, not really.
There was a cinema in Dublin recently that did all of the Monty Python movies back to back.
Oh, Colon has just dropped me a link, and I'm going to pop this into the chat. It is Lego Life of Brian. That we're all individuals, so people can enjoy that at their leisure.
We're all individuals.
I'm not.
I'm not. That is brilliant. Oh dear, who's that Welsh tart? Yeah.
There are a lot of movies they done in Lego. But that is a lot of work.
Yes. Yeah. Brilliant
I
stuff.
believe I've seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in Lego. very very funny.
Certainly different. Oh man.
Not approved by Lego.
No, probably
No.
not.
No.
There was a website about Barbies that was not approved by Mattel, and I think it was showing injured Barbies or something. Someone did lots of horrible things to Barbie dolls and took photos, and Mattel were not pleased at all. I think they took them to court over it. But that's going back a bit.
He won.
Oh,
He won on that too.
Did he?
Yes, he won.
Well, not surprised. Free speech, and but it was
Yep.
certainly fun.
Yeah.
There was all sorts of
Yeah.
weird and wonderful on the internet. I remember once I came across a website which was, and it was not what I was searching for. You know how it is. You search for one thing and then you get distracted to another and another and another and so on. And I
Down
ended
the
up on this
rabbit hole you go.
website. It was the deck chair Kama Sutra. It was the Kama Sutra illustrated with deck chairs in various sexual positions. But it's no longer there.
Yes.
It's such a
That's
shame.
where you'll end up.
Oh, there we go. 9 o'clock here has put it up. It's Barbie BDSM.
All right.
Apparently Lord of the Rings has been done in Lego.
Yep.
Probably.
What the cinematic or the extended version?
Oh, yeah.
Christ, that takes us
Rob
through.
Fowler, Rob Fowler says that, hey, that Lego movie is fake. There are astronauts.
Oh, you'll never get. Oh, you spoke about deck chairs. You'll never guess what a deck chair is in French.
Le deck chair.
No, it's a transat. And I asked French guys, why is it called transat? And nobody knew. And I had to find it out myself. It's actually, well, okay, I'll leave the story out. But it's, let's say, when deck chairs came, there were deck chairs on ocean liners who went transatlantic. So they're transatlantic.
Really?
Yes. That's why the French call a deck chair a transat. And don't ask French because they won't know. Like I said, I had to find it out myself.
Oh. And it was from one of the Star Trek films. I believe it's true, but to be honest, I've never properly checked up on it. The word sabotage comes from French workers throwing their shoes into the machinery to sabotage them, their wooden clogs, sabot.
The sabot,
yes,
correct.
So, Sabo.
And the saboteur, they were Dutch. Hey.
Modern tank guns fire what they call Sabo rounds. You have a very small, what they call a penetrator that looks like a giant dart, and then you have a casing around it that takes up the full size of the barrel. So you put all the force on this small dart because as soon as it comes out at the end of the barrel, the Sabo, the shoes, break into two and drop away. And it's called a Sabo round.
Well, there we go.
There you go.
Learn a lot from Star Trek.
Yep.
You have to know these things when you're a Star Trek fan, you know.
Make it so, number one.
Yes.
Have you seen no, my favorite thing about Star Trek was the little cartoony thing called Star Trekking.
Yes.
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 I love that song. That song went viral, and then they had to, on low budget, just come up with a simple little video, and the video for it is just comical.
And that was done in just a few. It was not just the budget; it was done in just a few days in time for Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, I don't think they were quite anticipating it being so successful, were they?
No, they weren't.
It was going to make them a few bob, but that was about it. And then everybody just went and bought it, and back in the days, pre-internet viral.
It was good.
Star Trek or Star Wars? Number one for Star Trek, and number two for Star Wars. Which is better?
No.
Or three for both.
No. Hang on.
Come on, yes, correct.
I take issue with this. Because I'm quite serious with my fandoms. And okay, yeah, when they came out, they were a little bit of a rival, but there is a big difference with the story being told in Star Trek and Star Wars. Huge difference. They shouldn't compete. They're both brilliant stories. Hands down, no competition. I love them both.
Thank you, TGK2. He's voted 3, and Mike71 both. Which is what I suggested, 3 for both. I agree.
But
I love them both. They're just different. They're different.
Yeah, it has to be the original Star Wars.
Remember, Star Wars is number 2, everyone. Vote 2 for Star Wars. Star Trek is nowhere near as good.
3.
Number 2.
I have not seen
Modified 3.
movie for Star Wars.
And look, I really hate when people try to say one thing is better than another thing, especially when they're two completely bloody different things. 42 is always the answer.
Yes.
Oh yes.
But
who's better, Crafty Kilo or Global Mom?
No, Global Mom.
No.
Global Mom, hands down.
3.
Oh my god. Yeah, 3. But
Brainery went C3PO, so that would be Star Wars.
I tell you, Glober Mom has this video shit down. I haven't yet, so I'm still learning. So absolutely, Glober Mom.
Getting a bit more back to Flat Earth, Bjorn Kamitz has just super chatted 100 Swedish kronor saying, I do wonder why the UK and US are overrepresented by, whichever it is, Flat Earth believers. Well, that's what I've found out so far. Any thoughts? And please do not misconstrue. I reckon a lot of it is because the UK and the US are pretty much the first places to really get interneted up. I know that other countries have overtaken with speed and that, but...
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest reasons I would say, and Chris Durham is in the chat, by the way. Chris Durham is an awesome musician. You should check him out. But yeah, one of the reasons why it's overloaded with UK and well, European. It's not even UK, but UK, because we have our conspiracy nuts over here in Ireland. Log into some of the shows and you'll see them. But one of the biggest reasons is, first of all, they have what is considered freedom of speech. If you were to say half of the stuff that they say, or do things that half of what they do in certain countries, you would be arrested. You would be arrested and you would be jailed. So the freedom of speech aspect is one thing, but the other thing is in the Western countries, over the last 30 years, there's been a huge move towards a system called individualism. So it's where the individual voice is more important than the collective voice. So that's why you will see a lot of people coming out in UK and US, because they think their voices are the most important thing in the world.
Special little snowflakes.
Pretty much. And I hate that word, but yes.
Yeah.
But they are trained to think that their voice is the only voice because of
it's like this whole
individualism.
thing with deep... I've got nothing against people of any particular age. I work... In fact, the place where I work is mainly at the younger age range. And most of those really have their heads screwed on very well. They need to for the sort of work. But there are an awful lot of people, 20s and 30s. Obviously not everyone. I'm not painting everyone with the same brush, but there's an awful lot of people in that age bracket who it's just me, not realising with rights come responsibilities. They don't grow up. That.
No.
But there's a huge reason why. There is a huge reason why, because especially my age group, because I'm in my 30s now, which is weird to say, but my age group grew up in the absolute belief that our lives would be good if we worked hard enough and we kept our heads down. Our lives would be better than our parents, and the economic crash of 2008 smashed all of that. And a lot of the flat earthers that I've come across, and I mentioned it in a video, I briefly mentioned it in a video, I will be going more in depth with my videos at a later date, but a lot of them came to flat earth when the bubble burst for the kind of middle class, upper middle class, because that's when they hit home. Whereas a lot of us in the kind of working class areas and the lower middle class, we were hit first, and our immediate response was shock, protest, or get a new job and keep the head down. Whereas the middle class is a lot more philosophical about things. So their responses was, everyone is lying to you about everything, and therefore the Earth is flat, or therefore COVID is fake.
So I was just going to
It's
say,
that kind
these
of
COVID
mindset.
Karens seem to be a very good example of it.
Yeah.
Just so only I matter. You know.
Amy, you are very, very, very late. Oh, Amy Hogan.
Hi,
I love
Amy.
Even later than me.
Amy,
Yeah.
if people don't know, over on the iNetwork, Amy Hogan, well, she's amazing, but she helps run a show called The Autism Show, and it's just basically explaining what it's like to be a parent and to live with autism around you, and how to be a decent person. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. It's an amazing show.
And Bjorn says that, but the rest of Europe don't fall for FE. I have to say, I don't know. I have no idea how FE is in France, Germany, or elsewhere. No idea at all.
There are a few, but not to the same vocal range as the UK and the US, because of our laws on, or our entitlement, I suppose, to the idea of free speech. Like Spain, when COVID came in Spain, if you were not in your house when the quarantine was issued, you were detained, you were held, and you were asked why you were not in your home.
Yes,
and you were arrested or you were fined.
Well,
and it was hefty fines.
We've got a friend who lives in an area of Spain, and she was on the phone, and she was looking at her window, and she says, "I can see armed officers patrolling."
Yeah, they
took it seriously.
None of that for granted. They took none of it for granted. And if you cross the lads in Spain or in certain parts of Germany or certain parts of France, they will show you no mercy. They will absolutely show you. They have no problem issuing an on-the-spot $5,000 fine for breaking curfew.
I do wish that we were stronger on fines. I mean, it's fine. This engaged, say, hey, Keith, look, you really need to wear a mask because, and that's fine as a first step. But when you don't get anywhere, right, that's it. Here's your fine. We shouldn't shy away from that.
No,
but we do.
And part of it is. Part of it is some of the politicians aren't convinced that the masks work. The Conservatives in particular, not the Conservative Party, but the Conservative politicians in general. And the other reason is because they're afraid of backlash. So
yes, because so many people don't like being told you have to do something. They do not like that. If it doesn't
work, if the numbers don't come down, which they will, but if the numbers don't come down because of the masks, then they're not going to be re-elected. And everything is about being re-elected with politicians. That's the problem. That's
myself,
a huge
I need to go to bed.
Oh, who was that?
I need to tell myself. Yeah, I need to tell myself that it's time for bed. It's a working day tomorrow.
Let me help.
Get out of bed
because it's 5:05 here, and I think at this point I will be winding up the stream. So as you need to get off, why don't you have a few final words if you wish?
Yes, thank you very much. Well, as usual, I enjoyed that. It's always the recurring topics apart from Flat Earth. It's like let's review some movies or things we have in common, like Douglas Adams, whatever.
Yeah.
It's always an absolute treat. You were right that I said that I've been following you closely. That I always show up. Well, it turns out to be that I see your notifications, so it depends a little bit on YouTube, and it wins. But it's I enjoy it. So, on that note, I'd say back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Snack. You have a good night's sleep and a good day at work tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good night, Snark.
Good night.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Bye bye now.
Bye
bye.
Good night, Snark.
See you.
And yeah, so I'm actually on leave this week, but 12:05, and I had a fairly early start today, so I am now going to wind it up. So guys, I'd like to thank everyone, those who've viewed, those who've commented, those who've super chatted, the new members, and those who've joined me on the panel, and of course my wonderful patrons. Thank you all. I really appreciate it, and I've had a great time. I always do. Do you know, about an hour before I think, what am I going to do tonight? What shall I talk about? I don't know why I ever worry. It's just good fun, good friends, good company.
Yeah, I had a live stream there on Sunday, and I don't live stream often because of that very reason. I'm like, okay, what do I say? How do I do this? Thankfully, I've some great friends who always hop in. We had Conspiracy Cats, we had Taddy who produces my live streams. I literally could not live stream without Taddy, because I don't have the bandwidth. So literally I couldn't do it without Taddy, and I love Taddy.
Never
Thank you
mind
so
the
much.
quality, feel the bandwidth.
And I've
Yeah,
got
I
optical
actually
fiber.
Yeah, I actually could not run a live stream without him. But I wouldn't want to either because he's amazing. And then yeah, we just had random people jump in and out throughout the day. That was great fun.
Good. It is fun doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, and like you said, you do. I get nervous. I get really nervous that nobody will show up. But like the chat was full. People were coming in and out, and it was just good fun.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well, listen, Keith, as I said, watch out for that video. You do get a mention in it. So like I said, don't worry about it tomorrow, just worry about it tonight.
Well, what's worse, right? I was sitting there, I made ice cream for like 7 hours a day, and I came back up I finished at about 5 o'clock and fell asleep, and usually I fall asleep for about 3-4 hours in at night. So guess who's not going to sleep tonight? And now I have that hanging over my head. Like, what the hell did I say? What did I do?
Definitely.
Oh no.
Well, I want to say goodnight to Brainery, who is one of my patrons, who said thanks for the stream, being fun. Time to watch some series before bed, work, depending on what comes first. Thanks, Brainery. And Bjorn Kamitz has super chatted again, 50 Swedish kroner, saying, Mr. S and the panel, thanks for a great experience. Keep up the good community, Mr. S. Listen, it is a brilliant community. I love it. Absolutely love it.
How many US dollars is that?
About medium, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You could always go check that out, but I don't know what that is. And I also don't know what it is in real money either. You know, GBP.
I don't mind dropping out, but before I do, I want to remind people Thursday on the iNetwork I'll be on the pub chat at 10 p.m. BST, and that's going to be fun.
Brilliant.
And the next Challenging Conspiracies, as I said, is out hopefully before Friday. I'm going to do my absolute best in between making ice cream and being exhausted and being mother of goats. I'm going to do my best to get that video done, and I'll throw in a little thing for you, Mr. Sensible.
Brilliant. I was going to say I'd appreciate that. That'd be brilliant. All right. Well, I'll chuck you over into the live waiting room. I see Farmer's still there. All right. So thanks, Keela. I'll catch you soon. Yeah.
Bye, people.
Bye. Bye. And another one's gone. So Glass, thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you for becoming a member.
Yep. I appreciate you as always having a reason for putting me on, whatever it might be. Yes. I haven't figured out the reason yet.
Well, it's just nice to chat and shoot the breeze. That's all it was tonight. That's all it was.
That's what guns are for.
Okay, cool. Well, you take care and catch you again sometime. All right.
I'll see you in the waiting room.
Okay. Good night then. Bye-bye. And Edwulf Sledgeferter. Yet another patron. Hello, sir. How are you?
So, yeah, just hoping there's going to be a clear spot appearing in these clouds at some point.
What time's it due over?
It's not tracking ISS. I'm comet spotting still. So I've managed 4 views over the last couple of weeks, but I'd like to it to be more, but British weather being what it is.
This is Comet Neo whatnot. I forgot what it is.
Yeah. C2020 F3.
Yeah, I've not seen it. I'll be honest, I've not even had a look for it, so I need to do that. I don't want to miss that.
Well, yeah, I'd get yourself outside at some point soon. So you're kind of running out of time, really.
Am I? Okay, all right. I'll look into
that. You don't want to wait for the next one. It's that's 6,200 years, somewhere about there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, never mind. I'll catch one sometime. No, I will look out for that. Like I said, I'm on leave. Now's a good time. I just need some clear nights. I'm not sure what it's like tonight, but it's not been brilliant today. It's been quite a lot of patchy cloud where I am, but we'll see. All right, Edward, thank you very, very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, sir.
As always.
Yeah.
See you soon, sir.
You take care. All the best. Bye-bye. And Brainless.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I was a bit late because the notification came late, but it was still good fun.
Good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's the problem with notifications, but that's the other reason that I put the Mage announcement premiere is already up there, so it gives plenty of times for notifications, and hopefully people between now. Oh, Neowise is comment. Thanks, Hads. Plenty of time to the actual reveal, which, as I will keep mentioning, is 2100 hours BST this Friday. So it's actually about 69 or just under 69 hours away. Not that I'm counting at all. I hope you'll be there, Brainless.
Yeah, I'll do my best. So.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone's got real lives as well, so don't worry if you're not. But if you are, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah. Well have a good night.
And you too. Thank you very much. You take care, and I'll drop you in the waiting room. All the best then.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, another stream done. Brilliant. I, as always, have great fun. Do you know what? My cheeks actually ache from laughing and smiling so much. They really do. Really enjoyed it. As I said, thanks for the super chats, the new members, all my subscribers and patrons, and the guests tonight. Brilliant time. Really enjoyed it. I have a film out tomorrow, which, as I've already said, is the response to FE peer reviews questions with a little Monty Python, because it's me. So Multi Tum Tum, you can watch that, because I'm not going to make a penny out of that video. And once again, Multi Tum Tum did not have the balls to come on the live stream. Never mind. Maybe next time, Tum Tum. I'm sure you're going to watch this on the replay, so you'll get the message. So thank you very much, everyone. Take care. See you soon. Stay sensible. It hasn't got across. Try again. Bye-bye now.